Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas. That is Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas.
There we go, goddammit. What's up?
It's Gay
No.
Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas.
You did.
I got you this, friend. I got you this cake because you gay.
That's how Torian wanted me to be with him. On the first day of June, he was like, y'all didn't tell me something. I was like, what are you talking about?
I sent the meme, Torian. Don't worry. I was with you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
I sent the shit. Shout out to my nigga Ray J holding it down. What's up, man? No Strings Wednesday night. We're running a little bit late, but we here, goddamn. We're gonna have a good time tonight. This might be the one. I've been waiting for a while what's gonna be the show to get just the world pissed off at No Strings. And I remember y'all, I predicted, I said this summer I want to just do nothing but toxic shit. And here we go. There we go. Shout out to Stan. We're gonna get it in tonight. We're gonna be talking about tonight's topic. Are black women too aggressive? Right. And so we'll get into that. A lot to get to before we get there, though. A couple things. We got a triple bird tonight. We ain't never had a triple bird, but I think we might have a triple bird. But let's get to the crew first. Shout out to Torian in the building. I think he's still trying to get that post up that he said he did earlier. But shout out to Torian, though. What up, Torian? AKA I Runs Wild.
What's up, y'all? Happy Wednesday. Happy to be here. You know, I took a little nappy nap, so I'm up and I'm refreshed and I'm ready to talk my ish. Let's go.
You dig? And of course, we got my sister and your sister, Naomi, in here. Says she might spark up tonight, y'all. So y'all know what's going down. What up, Nick?
Hey, y'all. Happy No Strings Day. I'm so glad to be back on another Wednesday to give y'all, just the good vibes to set y'all off right, and just, let's have a great show. If you smoke, go ahead, roll up. I don't know if I'm going to hit the J or not. Y'all know I ain't been smoking, but I might just hit the J just to stay grounded so I don't have to go out and beat Stanley ass. So I don't got to be too aggressive. Just kidding. All love. I hope this conversation is enlightening and expanding and, talking on things that, the Black community needs to be talking about.
There you go. And kicking it with us, man, friend of the show. Been on the show a bunch of times, man. Y'all know him, man. Stan, a.k.a. Eyes Low. What up, my guy?
Hey, what's going on, man? It's always a blessing. Thank you so much for having me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not as toxic as they make me out to be. I don't even know why they be treating me like that. For real, I'm a great guy.
Y'all know the drill, man. This is your first time. We appreciate you. Go ahead, hit that thumbs up button. Hit a subscribe as well. While you're doing that, might as well hit that bell icon so you know whenever we go live and dropping some new stuff. You dig? It costs you nothing. We do appreciate it. Shout out to our audience that listens in the podcast form, straight audio. Y'all really be holding it down because a lot of the stuff we do is visual. I try my best to explain it. I went and listened to a show the other day when I was out doing my run, and I was like, I'm struggling trying to explain this shit. but man, thank y'all for staying in there and kicking it with us on that. We definitely appreciate it as that continues to grow. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. We in here, and like we always do at this time, let's go. We're gonna start off with the bird of the week. We got a couple of birds and maybe a possible bird later.
Hold on, real. Can I interrupt you real quick? I'm sorry. Can I interrupt you real quick? You on Spotify and podcasts and all that?
Everywhere, man. Wherever it is you find your podcast, I'll shoot it to you. You ain't got it. You ain't got us on that?
Nah, I ain't even. If you
it's a different logo. That's why the logo on one of them, the logo is different. I think that's maybe why you didn't see it.
Oh, okay. So I just type in No Strings Attached and it should pop up.
Yeah.
Okay, my fault. I just wanted to catch that while you're still on the intro.
No. You good. I wanted to start though with this one because this young man, I think he was going viral maybe while we were doing the show last week. I don't remember. But it became a whole meme and a whole thing. This gentleman right here. Huh? What'd you say? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, my fault. I thought somebody was saying something. My man right here. There you go. He went viral, right? For bringing his ass to court, driving in the car virtually while he in there and his goddamn license is suspended. So he went viral because he jumps on here. And here's, in case y'all didn't hear it, here's what he said to the judge as he's in there for a suspended license. Hold on, let me bring it back a little bit.
Driving Actually, I'm pulling into my doctor's office. Actually, so just give me 1 second. I'm parking right now.
And there you go. The judge is clearly confused. Like, what is this nigga doing?
Not to tell me he's driving.
So the judge is confused as he should be. But here became the twist later on in the week. People started saying, well, hold on. It's actually a misunderstanding, a clerical error. And his license actually, it never was suspended. It was an issue. So people was like jumping in. See, there y'all go. Y'all owe him an apology, right? Y'all owe him an apology for putting him out there and trying to clown dude. And then shout out to the way the universe worked. Literally within the last, 20 minutes, the judge, because anybody who's ever been through the court system knows the one thing that a judge doesn't like is to be made a fool of, lied to, for them to look stupid. So the judge, I guess, was seeing everything going on, so he had to jump back on and correct the record. So here goes him. Hopefully we can play this enough of this so y'all get it. But this is within the last 30 minutes. So for the crowd that's out there saying y'all owe him an apology, he shouldn't be a meme, here go the judge today clearing this bullshit up. Let's go, Judge.
First of all, with any reference to your client having had a license on that day, and some indication of misunderstanding as to whether or not he had a license. Let me make it very clear, based on what the court looked at, he has never had a Michigan license, ever, and has never had a license in the other 49 states and commonwealths that form up this grade.
There you go. So in case it was hard to hear, he's never had a license. Ever. So the niggas never had a license, apparently, and he out here just moving around. So there you go.
Hey, that's okay. I didn't even get my license, so I was like 26 or something. My driver's license new.
Looking like a goddamn fool.
So there you go. So, man, information is so important. I thought it was just funny, though, because it was a civil war online. People was, clowning them at first. Then people started saying, hey, there y'all, that's what y'all get for clowning them. And that's like a game of Uno. It was like a reverse, and then somebody else do another reverse on your ass. Nigga, draw two. Nigga, there you go. Shit, back at you.
No, it's crazy. The judge even responded.
Right.
Not you got on fucking Instagram. He's like, let me go live real quick.
Y'all not to embarrass, not Your Honor Simpson, not on his day. In his court, hell no.
He wasn't happy. So yeah, that's why he had to come out and clear up the record. This is a late entry today for Bird of the Week. This is I ain't gonna lie, it's kind of funny. It ain't funny, but it's funny. She's a crossing guard. I forgot where she a crossing guard at, but okay, here we go.
Yeah, I just seen that.
A crossing guard in Darby, Delaware County has been arrested. The guard is charged with giving e-cigarettes and marijuana to students. 26-year-old Kiara Lee was taken into custody last night. The students attend.
Your little ass is all of, how tall is her little ass? All of 4 foot tall?
Yo.
Why'd she look like that?
She's sad.
She cried.
They arrested her for some bullshit. How y'all arrest her for that little crime she did? She got a little goatee.
Look at her. How tall is she?
Very sure. Like, she got to be like 4 foot.
She should have been a damn gymnast.
No, I'm surprised they let her be a crossing guard. Like, people probably confused. Like, girl, go to school. Like, what are you standing here on the street for, ma'am?
Yeah, right. Oh, you know why? And now that I'm thinking about it, she probably started giving them little middle school kids some weed because they was probably bullying her little ass. She was trying to get cool. You know what I'm saying? You know, motherfucker try to get cool with they bully.
No, and then they said e-cigarettes. Like, damn, you could have at least just gave them weed, not fucking really poisoning them with the fucking e-cigarettes.
All right, but let me just say, them vapes probably going for like 50 ass. Ooh, it's hard to come by. I'm just saying, them vapes probably going for the high skis. You know they need them.
I just assumed when they said the e-cigarette that it wasn't an e-cigarette. You did.
A little vape, probably a little USB thing.
I mean, that's what that is a vape. But them hoes are horrible. It's already like fucking poisoning the kids. They're already hella addicted to those things.
I'm addicted to it. I need to vape myself. I pat my pocket with my shit at.
That's crazy. Just smoke weed, Stanley. You literally live in Cali.
Damn.
Yeah, no,
Right.
the weed is just too much. I don't know. The weed just gives me anxiety, give me panic attacks. I feel like I'm about to die.
You're like, yeah, I'd rather just
Oh,
get the
damn.
cancer. I'd
Right.
rather just get the cancer instead.
Absolutely. I'd rather take the cancer over the
Crazy.
anxiety. It's
Just
like,
live sober like me and Torian.
it's not sober, first of all. First of
Yeah,
all.
sober. I've been sober all week, baby.
One
Yeah,
week
it's fun
down,
to
I'm
be.
proud of that.
Yeah, I'm like, I only be smoking on the weekends, maybe if I'm with my friends or something, but I've been chilling. I've actually cut down a lot on my smoking. I'm very proud of myself.
Okay, I see you, Queen. Shit, well, I'm about to take me a shot while y'all talking about the sober shit. Got me want to take a shot. I don't know
No.
what y'all doing. Sober.
Oh, my bad. I forgot. I saw you in here. My bad. I saw you in here, Shay. What up, Shay? I think Shay said the old boy when she saw the topic. What up, Shay?
Hey, Shay.
I saw you in here a second ago. One last bird I want to get to. I'm gonna be talking about this more tomorrow on a little sports podcast I do with a buddy of mine. Another bird of the week is everybody that was out here, all you Negroes that was out here caping for Caitlin Clark. All y'all deserve a bird of the week as well. Let everybody
I fuck with Caitlin Clark. Hold on. I might be a bird.
play basketball, man. Let them play ball. God damn. Everybody just playing bad. Ain't nobody hating on nobody. They just playing ball, man. God damn. Can we just play basketball? No.
I mean,
Are they hating on us, man? Talk to me, man. Are they hating? Tell me.
I fucks with Caitlin Clark. All right. First of all, she be shooting the long ball.
I think she can play.
She can hoop. But at the end of the day, WNBA, it got it. I think they gotta. Here's what they gotta do, Roy. They gotta stop overselling it. They gotta really sell it for what it is. You know what I mean? And the true essence of women's basketball is that it's women playing. And if we just respect that more instead of trying to oversell it, like, oh, big play, like you gotta just commentate at the level at which we're watching the game being played. You feel what I'm saying? I feel like they be overgas it. It's just
I got annoyed because I kept hearing people, like a memo went out to everybody in all the major networks to keep saying that they jealous of her. They jealous. That just keep saying that. I'm like, why do you keep saying they jealous? They just trying to hoop. I don't know if they jealous at all.
No, it definitely doesn't have to be jealousy. It could definitely be like, for one, she's a rookie, right? Like she's a rookie in the sport, and it's hey, she can get aggressive on the court. Like it's fucking basketball, so.
Yeah, there's tropes. There's tropes in everything in the entertainment industry. There's tropes in everything. I mean, it's a trope right now, and I feel like they just trying to hang on by their coattail.
Your
Get
girl
you some
out
of that
there in
Caitlin Clark ass.
The young lady out there in Cali, Stan Juju Watkins. When she come to the WNBA, she gonna have a learning curve too.
Oh yeah,
and Juju got big game.
Hey, Juju, she is cold. Yeah, I mean, I really, she be working. But I fuck with Angel Reese too. Angel Reese, I mean, they're rookies. It's like they first 10 games. I remember I saw. Okay, look, man. Hopefully y'all can find this. Maybe I can check on Instagram. Look on. I think it's like one of the NBA's most recent tag posts, right? So, old girl coming to the lane, Angel Reese go up. She smacked that. Give me that shit. Pow! Hit it out of bounds, right? It's a pretty good block. They're like, oh, her first career block. Yeah, man, like she's going in, she's doing her shit. You know what I'm saying? She getting them stats up on the professional board, right? So I'm just trolling. I go check the comments. Everybody like, man, y'all need to stop this WNBA shit. Like, it was just, there was like calling that a block is diabolical. Like, they was really going off on the comments. I'm like, damn, this crazy. I thought it was a good block, so to say, but. Hey, WNBA just don't get that respect.
Not about it, but I feel like this is the most I've ever even seen it talked about. Like I don't watch sports, like, and I'm not gonna watch a WNBA game, let alone an NBA game, unless I'm with some niggas or something, like, or my mama and my brother.
Yeah,
and
all exposure, good exposure.
Huh?
I agree with you. All exposure, good exposure.
It's like, and I think it is dope, honestly, to see. Because it's been going for a long time. And so for it to be getting talked about, even if it is, some of it is negative, like, hey, all publicity is good publicity.
There you go.
Shout out to the women.
Hey, they be hooping though. I feel like they need that. They really need those storylines. They need to build that beef, that drama. Because I feel like part of part of what sells the NBA games, aside from just the them niggas cold, them be out there hooping, you feel me? But aside from that, a lot of the storylines, a lot of the player trades, and then they go up against each other. I mean, there's always some kind of trope storyline, some underlying shit that just makes it more entertaining. It's kind of like the I don't know if y'all ever been wrestling fans, but if y'all fuck with WWE, WWF, all that, it was always real exciting to get those when they go into it, they go and have a fight, and you get that backstory, right? Like, oh, he was talking shit, or he slapped this girl. Vince McMahon pulled some shit and fired old boy. Now he popping out. Like, all of that kind of stuff makes it even more exciting. So I feel like the WNBA is going to do good by getting some of this beef juice rolling up.
Mm-hmm. I think it needs to be actors too. All this shit is scripted.
Got to.
It's all for entertainment, folks.
Mm-hmm. They got to sell tickets.
I think
sell
they'll be
views,
fine.
sell tickets.
It's been cool so far. We'll see how everything goes. I think it's been good. So,
But did y'all see that video of Shaq? He was on somebody interview saying how the NBA is scripted.
Well, Shaq's well, let me calm down. I was gonna go in on Shaq. Let me calm down. Let me relax.
Hold on. Hey. Make sure you handle my boy Shaq name with some delicacy now while you're on here.
Let me relax.
Shaq, that's decent.
Sports, but that's the thing though, like sports in general, to Stan's point, right, about the storyline thing. I always said I want to write a book. I want to write a book. I probably even shouldn't be saying this. Somebody might steal my idea. I want to write a book called Why Professional Wrestling Explains the World. Because if you were a fan of wrestling, it kind of explains all this shit. Like, everybody's a heel or a baby face, right? Yeah. Like, it's pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get a storyline. That's the heel. That's the baby face. Now we go on to this thing. So in sports, there's always a manipulation of, hey, we would rather like to see Naomi's team win because they sell a lot of tickets. So, we can get them in a championship somehow. Maybe you call it extra foul, Torian. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But that really would help everybody out. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it's always been elements of that though, right? Like they say, you get a superstar call. Kobe gets calls. Jordan gets a lot of foul calls. You know what I'm saying? That's what happens. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand that, like, there's a level of manipulation behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. I kind of want to.
Y'all are saying that, and y'all are just still. Like,
right, nigga, that's real.
No, but hold on.
Like, I love being manipulated.
I wanted to add to that though, because I feel like Roy articulated it really well. It's an element of manipulation. It's not like the whole game is manipulated.
No, he said they told him before game one that they was going to the playoff or they was going to the championship. And the hotel room in Indiana. And he said finals Indiana. He said that's when they hit him.
They all, if you go back, those are also the two best teams in the Indiana was the best team in the East that year, Torian. That was that was a stretch.
Talking about the Pacers. Oh, Shaq said that? Oh, nah. I mean,
when he was playing.
Oh, okay. Well, I feel like what Roy's trying to say though, it's like it might be one extra call. They might try to influence the game a little bit, but that's with anything though. That's like no matter what you consume, there's always some element of like slight favoritism because you got to remember the referees are human, the viewers are human, we are just human. So I mean, I can see that.
I pulled it up if you want to.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh wait, I fuck with Funny Marco, by the way.
Are your rings real?
No.
Oh. So it was scripted. You knew you was getting them.
Of course, all day, every day.
So y'all knew you was getting them that year.
I did.
Yeah.
It was a script.
True story. I never told the story. In the first round, first championship, in the first round, I forget who we're playing. I hear Phil Jackson tell Gary Vitti, hey, get us some hotels in Indiana because that's where we're going to play in the finals. This was like before game one in the finals. And like it didn't hit me until we got to Indiana.
Or maybe he just knew that they were the best team in the East.
I don't know. I'm just telling you what I heard the man say. We haven't even played one game yet. They were back at me. He's like, yeah, get us some, hotel rooms in Indiana. I don't want to stay in Indiana. I want to stay on the, outside of Indiana.
Are you happy they cast you in the role of Shaquille O'Neal?
Yes, I'm very, very happy. And I'm glad we beat Reggie Miller.
Hilarious, by the way.
You're 7 foot. Like, how I don't even know how many pounds dunking and breaking the backboard. Like, who's guarding Shaq? Who's guarding Kobe? Come on, man. Ain't no way you can script it. How could you script it another way?
I mean,
Can't
I
script a
remember
7-2
I
big
had
ass.
seen, and I don't know if this was like, you know, if it had been like called out as fake or something, but I feel like it was some NFL player that was like basically saying the same thing, that they be getting like scripts of the game, and like they'll be doing plays, like they'll run certain plays, and like, you know, they practice certain shit for things to go a certain way.
Now, see
But
that
that's how
part is. See,
practice
now
is
I'm
going.
gonna call cap on that. I'm calling cap on like what Shaq just described. He overheard his coach tell somebody, "Hey, we're gonna play Indiana in the championship, so I want this hotel." Oh, that ain't a script. That's your coach saying, "Hey, that's the best team over there. I think we're the best team over here. I want to get a good room, so get a good jump on the room prices before we get there." It's just good business.
Because you know they finna tax us. I don't know why they think NBA players and people be
Phil
getting
I'm like, but
discounts.
it's
They get charged extra.
I mean, sure, I guess.
Yeah, lock that shit up early. We in the first round. Like, let's lock it up early. We ain't got to worry about that tax later on. You see? That's smart business. Shout out to Phil. That's smart business, Phil.
Phil
I'm
got
like,
how
it
many
coming out of
rings?
his pocket. Why the
Phil
fuck he
got
so
like
worried?
shit. He
ain't worried
Phil
about
got
the money.
8.
Phil has
he up
6
there.
rings with Jordan. He got 5 rings with Kobe, and he got 1 by himself as a player. So what is that? 6, 5, 12.
12 rings. Yeah, he can say that. He's very much qualified to predict who might be in the final. Cuz got 12
Right.
rings.
Got 12 rings.
He has more rings than fingers. Like he can say
That's
that. But yeah, I to your point, I do think that there is some elements though, like of kind of, hey, we ain't gonna call every single thing, because there was a play that the Dallas Mavericks had that was just a horrendous call, and I think that you know which one I'm talking about, with the Kyrie with the out of bounds. They try to change it. You know what I'm talking about? I feel like that play turned the tides of the game. Now, if anybody wanted to argue scripted, that would have been the time to do it, because that was
What's
a
crazy,
terrible
Naomi,
call.
is that it's just been a dude in basketball, and just recently somebody for I want to say the Pittsburgh Pirates in baseball, that both just got banned for life. Players just got banned for life for betting on games. I think it's more like players manipulating games from like betting on the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who can
But of
really.
course it can't be so easy for like a player, like, you know, maybe he just had an off game. But you know, I mean, they could just be trying to make some extra money off the script. They're like, well, shit, I know I'm supposed to I know I'm supposed to foul out this game. Like, I know I'm supposed to get, I might as well.
I saw that interview. He so the dude, you know how have you ever used Prize Picks?
I have, yeah.
Okay, I don't know about Naomi and Torian, but basically, have you used?
I'm just the girl, Stanley. What the fuck?
Hilarious.
Like, why would I be doing stuff like that?
Because before I try to go explain this shit, if you already know, ain't no point. It's redundant. But basically, what I'm gonna say is, like, a player can, or if you're on Prize Picks, right, you can choose if a player is gonna score more points or less points, or have more fouls or less fouls, whatever, right? And bro was underplaying. He would bet under, you know what I mean? So he could go on his Prize Picks, see what he was predicted to do, bet a whole bunch of money. Like, I'm supposed to get 4 rebounds, bet I'm gonna get 3 rebounds, and just don't fucking touch the ball. And yeah, that's the dude that I saw him get interviewed. He was like, yeah, it's a terrible mistake. I wish I could take it back, but we fighting that shit. But yeah, absolutely. I feel like that is more money is the real influence. I don't think it's just like the whole, media script. I think, that shit could definitely be
but
playing
you
a
were
role.
already talking about how money can be the influence, even when it comes to like team owners. Like, okay, this team sells more. So it's like, why wouldn't? And especially, we already know, like, if they're owner of teams, they're team capitalism at the end of the day. So hey, they don't care about lying to you.
But here's why I say that, like, it's not quote unquote this, because if it was a script. Right now in the WNBA, Caitlin Clark could be undefeated, and they got like 2 wins on the season. They like 2-10. Goddamn it! Like, if it was really a script, she would be. And she's playing bad. She's not getting to the free throw line. People complaining about the refs. Like, and she's selling out.
That is the role she's playing, so she can have the comeback later. Don't you know how seasons work? And all these words, it's so crazy because all these words, now that y'all just been saying, I'm like, all these words are like in television and TV shows, like plays, like these are plays, these are seasons that they got.
Hilarious.
So, I mean, that shit is kind of seeming hand in hand. But and then when y'all already pointed out for it just be entertainment, you know.
Yeah,
You can't believe any of this shit.
I think that's like the key point though, Naomi. At the end of the day, it is entertainment, right?
Yeah,
like, and
it's just like
but at least with TV and movies, you know, it's fake. They're like, yeah, these niggas really get riled up when they think it's real.
But they really hoop though. But they really do hoop though. They really do hoop. And like I said, Roy articulated very well. I'm gonna keep going back to that. He really said there's elements of it, and you can take that, like I said, anywhere. Like in rap, you know, it's people that was really at shows barring out. Like they really had bars, and then they blow up, and then you know they just doing the little 2-bar. They're doing the little catchy, you know. So there's always going to be some influence when it's big money on the line, but I don't think they just out there throwing the game. You know, they just it's elements of it, like Roy said.
Let me get Chef Mo in here real quick because I don't know what the hell is going on right now. What the hell is happening right now?
Oh, that's some oxtail.
What's up, y'all?
What you mean? What's up?
Hey, Mo.
Hey. I see why you're running a little late.
Yeah, I'm trying to get on my healthy shit, y'all. Sorry.
Yeah, Mo House. Okay, who coming over there? I want to go.
Yeah,
who all coming? What you got over there?
You milk prepping?
I sure am.
Okay.
I gotta get my
doing
meal
a lot
right.
right now.
Hold that shit up to the camera though, cuz. Let me see what you working with.
I'm dead.
What is that? I can't even see what that is.
Right, what is it?
I'm making some Mediterranean grilled meatballs. I don't know if y'all can see.
Oh.
And then I made a few kebabs, like steak kebabs.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where your greens at?
You that home grill.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Dang.
This in the fridge. Look, I'm tripping, y'all. Hold on.
Okay.
I made my little stuff to go on it. I made it last night, so it's been in the fridge marinating for the last day.
Ooh,
like a little sauce and the cucumber salad, and then I got some rice over here too. Some turmeric rice. It's going down. So yeah.
Busting shit. About to go to about to pull up. What's your address, Cal? About to pull up.
I'm dead. This shit good too.
Yeah, it's going down.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
But what are we talking about?
Well, shit. We finna get to the main event, right?
Right.
Let's get to it. God damn it. I put out a video earlier, playing a clip of last week's show. I should play it right now, but anyway, I put out a clip of last week's show, and it was titled "Are Black Women Unapproachable?" Because that was kind of like one of the things that kind of sparked this conversation from last week. And Stan was kind of articulating that, hey man, if you go to the club, you know what I'm saying, it's a numbers game, and even if you might get turned down by black women or other races, and Stan, jump in at any point, correct me if I'm articulating incorrectly, that like even though you might get turned down, you know, maybe equally, the way that it happens, right? Like the way that the conversation would go, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, okay, it didn't work out, but like it's the way that it happened versus just go ahead, take off, Stan.
No, that's what I was saying, because you know, we talked about who are the it's all started when I saw a comment basically about, you know, what we think about black women, right? Somebody said it in the chat, and I was like, y'all want to hear my opinion, so we go ahead and jump into it. And I would say that, yeah, you said it, you got the nail on the head. I mean, girls gonna reject you regardless, no matter where you at. I mean, like I said, it's a numbers game, but like I said, with other races, generally they're a little more, you know, they're a little more open to the idea. You might get a little bit further, and in turn, you know, therefore you might end up, you know, with said other race. So I think that you know, it's a self-destruction thing with a lot of these black women these days, and I think that they can come off as very abrasive, very rude, and not saying that they're all rude, not saying that they're all abrasive, but if I had to be objective and compare the races, I would say they're the most. And you know, no shade to my black queens, but it's rough out there.
It's actually a lot of shade. But I feel like, but I also feel like same thing could kind of be said. Like, I'm sure if you were to ask like any other races, they would vote black men to be the most aggressive, right? That's why black men get killed by the police, because they're already seen.
It's actually white though in the context of dating.
I mean, it's different.
Pew Research.
Because
it's actually white
I feel
guys.
like men don't necessarily turn down women in the same way that women have to turn down men. You know, so like I feel like women are more so approached regularly. It's more common for a woman to be approached as when it comes to like a man being like prospected. And I feel like men don't always have high standards. Obviously, like it's like, oh, the bitch choosing, you know, I'll hit. Like,
hold on, so I can't be flattered that somebody's choosing.
I mean, you can be flattered, sure. I guess if nobody ever chooses you.
See what I'm saying?
I'm like, that's what
the back end. So
it's like, oh,
wow,
somebody chose me. Somebody chose me. I feel wanted. As opposed to like, it's like, damn, this is the sixth nigga today. How much fucking patience am I supposed to have?
But look, but peep this though. Now I feel like we kind of got deep down the rabbit hole towards the end of last show, but I just want to spit a couple of facts here, and I feel like this kind of plays into what I was originally talking about. First of all, let's be real. Tori, you can say what you want because you in the DMs, so you could get you could like.
What you say about him being gay?
Right? I said Tori in the DM, so he making all these noises on the chat. He making all these noises on live TV, but he be in the DMs though. So it's like, don't be acting like that, nigga. Just be real.
Crazy.
Man. First of all,
supposed to be.
But Torian's fake like that for one.
He is, but okay. But anyways, I just like to correct stuff early, just like how Nate tried to do me the other week, but it's okay. Anyways, black women, they're the least likely. That's crazy, right? But black women are they're the least likely to get married. No shade. This is not shade. This is facts. It sounds bad saying it, but it's no shade. Also, so have you heard of this idea called hypergamy?
I may have.
So hypergamy just is like okay. It's not. It's like it's just one of those buzzwords, right? It's going around a lot in these dating talks and stuff. But hypergamy is this idea, right? That women, especially and men too, they date up. So they date up and across social hierarchies. Finance. It could be anything from physical attraction to money. They date up, right? So they're not going to date somebody who's shorter than them, who makes less money than them, who's like less in shape than them, who they feel that they look too much better than. They might you could make up for it by having ambition or by being real smooth, right? There's these things that allow you to make up for some of those deficits, but for the most part, they're gonna date up, right? Black women are the most affected by that. No shade. It's just the truth that black women try to go a little bit too far, and then also black women are the least likely to date outside their race, right? So like, if there was a guy who was a potential suitor and he was going for a black woman, he has less of a chance than the black man, right? So then it makes the pool for black women even smaller than it already is. It's already a small pool for a lot of black women anyway. No shade, but the pool
especially
is even
with the race traders.
Yeah. So, it is what it is. But the pool is already small, but the pool is that much smaller because it's not even a lot of guys. And then to top it all off, like I said, 10 years. So there's a research. I was looking at this. It's like I was looking at it after the show.
He was ready. He was like, I'm about to pull up.
No, I was looking at it. No.
Okay.
No, but I'm being real though. That most women find it harder to date now than 10 years ago, right? So if we're all if you're dating right now, you're probably somewhere between like 18 and 30. You shouldn't really, no shade, but you shouldn't really be 35 still dating. That's crazy. Or like in your 40s dating. So we're looking at like 18 to 30, right?
Wait,
most women,
why can't you date at 35 or 40?
I'm not saying that you hold on. Hear what I'm saying? Hold on. Don't misconstrue. Don't misconstrue what I'm saying.
That's what you say.
You just told me I'm a piece of shit.
No, I'm just saying at 35, you really shouldn't be like, I'm talking about like just dating in general, like going on dates, dating apps and shit like that. Okay, maybe you could be single and like you're dating around and try to find your partner. But
like, I don't think people like 20, 25 should be doing that shit. I don't think people in their 20s should be doing that shit.
That's what I'm saying.
35 and 40 is more so dating age.
Is dating age? That's where people are single and looking for a potential partner.
You saying that's your dating age?
That's when you should be locking in age.
Figured out. Shit.
You gotta have it figured out.
You better be close to it.
Well, I'm trying, but
Y'all are
black
so
men are so
serious. I'm like, y'all are so serious about life over here. Y'all know this. You know, time be blowing my mind. Okay, y'all niggas still there, but okay.
Yeah, I gotta be, because there's a life expectancy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's life.
Only if you're not
I
healthy.
mean, if you're putting yourself in that box, then you gonna.
I'm not putting myself. All of us gonna get in that box at some point. Shit.
It's science. It's science. Your eggs is drying up.
There's a
and,
life expectancy, but who's telling you that you're gonna be the nigga that dies at 60? There's a nigga that died at 103.
It's not about death. It's about.
No. Shout out to Drake. I'm not talking about the dying part. I'm talking about the living part, right? I'm talking about like wanting to, like, at a younger age, when I'm still like vibrant and like popping, like wanting to go do shit with my partner. When I'm like 65, 70, I'm not sure what the hell I want to do. I might just want to sit the hell down all day. I don't know if I want to go and jump and go skydiving no more at 70. I'm just saying. Maybe,
like,
I don't know.
Time to do it.
You're not living, Roy.
Like,
this old ass nigga lame. This nigga
I'm like, that's when
lame, man.
Stiff ass fuck on the couch, can't even move.
I'm just anticipating that at 70, I'm going to be in a different
stuff. If you're thinking that, if you only like thinking about like doing that shit in the concept of like, I want to be doing this with a partner. So I feel like it ain't nothing stopping you from living life without a partner. But I could see how like sharing though, like having that connection with somebody and like sharing that life there too. But I mean,
so you ain't never, let me ask you, I know you've heard this before, Naomi. You've heard people say that like, man, I got like everything I ever wanted for except somebody to share it with, right? Like I got like a great career, you know, finances is good, everything else check all these boxes, but damn, I really wish I had somebody to share this shit with. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. No, I've definitely heard that before. But
like,
I feel,
cooking all that damn food, and who's coming through? That's the question, Mo. I'm playing. Go ahead now.
I got some shit for that. And let me ask you a question real quick, Nate. So these days, right? Today, do you find dating like in general to be a little more casual than it was maybe like 10 or so years ago? Do you find it to be
even talk to me? I do not be dating. I don't know nothing about nothing about that life.
In general,
I actually did go on a date, like, and it was like my first date, and then I realized, wow, like the thing with dating, you just gotta date people you actually like. And I'm like,
but do you find it to be casual though?
Oh fuck!
Is it a casual experience? Like we're not. It's like it's whatever. It's a date.
I don't date, so I don't know. I don't know. I don't have no.
Tell me like fuck these niggas.
I'm like I don't know nothing about that life, truly.
But let me
is
tell you
it casual? I guess it can be casual. I guess if it's like, by you mean it's like nothing to it, like it might just be fucking and like y'all are just like not.
It's basically it's not leading to a potential long-term relationship, kids, or marriage, right? It's just like we just going on dates.
Okay, and so I feel like when I do go on a date, I don't know if I would necessarily be. I'm ready. I'm going on this date because I'm ready to get married. Like that type of energy scares me. Like I'm like, but I believe in like if I'm gonna get married, like and I want to commit to a person, I find my person. I have no doubt like that will align to me because I definitely do want a partner. I'm like I'm ready to buy my land and be working on my farm. So best believe I'm ready for my man to be right here, ready with me to like build this shit, right? But I think I would need the connection to be more natural as opposed to like being on a dating app and going on dates with niggas or even like accepting because I've gotten asked on hella dates, but I don't be dating these niggas like because if I don't feel it, I'm sorry, I'm a Libra. I'm like if I'm not in love with you, like when I meet you, if when I meet you, I don't feel like. I'm interested in something. I'm like, you see, I'm Nay the Mystic, okay? And I've always been hella intuitive. I've always been very picky about the people I allow in my life and the people that are able to be close to me. And especially in 2024, like you gotta even be on a high ass level to even have me in your reality. So shout out to y'all if y'all are hearing my voice. Cause that means that you're some of the most elite people on the planet. I'm gonna say that from my universe. For sure. So,
So, but
I
look,
I can't relate to none of that like human shit when it comes to love. Like when I'm on that love shit where it's like, okay, baby, we've been with each other the last lifetimes, and like we chose to awaken in this lifetime and know what we on and like what we doing.
Let me relate it back to some human stuff for you though, real quick. Real quick, I'm gonna be real quick with it, and I hear what you're saying, and I appreciate all that. And I think you're very pretty. You're very attractive. First of all, I'm just gonna say that. We'll put it out there.
Start choosing. Goddamn.
No, I'm not. I'm just being real, like, because I know some of those shit. I know. Hold on, wait. Let me preface what I'm saying, because a lot of the shit that I'm saying may be coming off a little controversial, and that maybe it might seem
say it with your chest.
I'm just saying it might seem that I have disdain for disdain for black women, but I really don't. I'm just spitting facts. But I asked you that question, and I appreciate everything you said. And honestly, it's very beautiful. But I asked you that because a study was done. It's science, right? Black women across the board, right? This is men and women. Black women rank the highest when they find dating to be casual, right? So like, black women are the least likely to take you serious. Is basically it's what the research is saying, right? And then also another thing you said, which I appreciate because I'm glad that I'm able to chop it up with you. And honestly, I think that you be on some next level shit too. But you also kind of alluded to my point, which was that black women are the most likely to be affected by hypergamy, right? So they date much higher up than their own social status or their own physical attractiveness, right? And that's why I said you're a very attractive woman. Okay, let me just say, but the type of guy you would have to be to date Nay versus if you were that same guy and it was a Latina, you could probably skate off with the Latina, and it might not be as difficult. Now, no shade to your standards, because you should get the king.
And when you
should get the king that you want.
When you were speaking about the hypergamy and like you spoke on like when it comes to attraction, like, because I definitely feel that, like, because I swear, and look, this goes back to me being a Libra. I'm sorry, I'm just a Libra son. What can I do?
Oh yeah, no,
but
you are you. You are you.
But no, like, if I feel like I don't like that feeling, and I've gone like on dates with guys who are like maybe not as attractive to me, and I don't like when like we'll walk in a place and I could feel like this nigga's getting some props because he just walked in here with me. Like, not like I'm added to this nigga like status. So it's like, it's really a type of, just because men like will respect other men, or people will respect other men like for shit like that. And I'll be feeling that. And but dating but I don't know if I could say, because I feel like white women are like bred to like date up, especially like when it comes on the financial level, right? Where it's like, hey, you need to, you don't think so?
I think this. So don't forget, the idea of hypergamy is dating up and across, right? So white women may end up being with a guy who's of a higher social status, but only because of them purely being white in America, right? So they might be dating up and across, but if their starting line is actually higher than it would be for other races, because let's just be real, it's America, as you like to say. So if the average salary for a white guy that's the same age as a black guy is $30,000 more, right? This is just science, this is just the facts, the numbers. They're already, so by them dating up and across would already entail a guy making, roughly $80,000. Probably are, if you're making $80,000 as an individual, you already got your own car, your own place. So yes, they might be dating up as compared a white person to like some random black guy. No shade, my niggas, we getting bread out here. Don't think we broke, but I'm just saying, if you just took any random white guy, you took any random black guy, and you just immediately compared their finances, statistically, right? Let's just be real about it. Statistically, the white guy probably has more money. Therefore, they end up in the situations where they're dating hypergamously with somebody who just has more money because they're white. That's all that is. I don't think that they just like, I don't think white women are just like,
But they are definitely but I feel like that shit is still definitely true. Even, is that a fucking fly in my house?
I don't think that they're more hypergamous than other races, because I think a black woman
but I feel
would
like
have to
most
be.
other races, and so that's when it like starts to get real specific as to like why that is, and that shit is basically just off of skin color, right? In America, so it just like, and I'm so sad that my
Wait. I'm sorry to clarify. Why? What is?
Damn, you know I've been smoking, Stan. God
Oh,
damn
my
it.
fault. My fault. I just want to make sure that I don't misconstrue your
Hey, hold
words,
on.
because it's a sensitive topic. It's a sensitive topic.
Can I play something real quick? I think this kind of talks about y'all point. I saw this online, so I wanted to play this for the show. I bookmarked it. Because a lot of people talk about this, about going to college, about how like when black people go to college, we going to college to turn up, they tell you have a good time, explore, you know what I'm saying, date, you know what I'm saying, have fun. And this was a thread because this is after graduation, a bunch of the white girls are filming themselves and they're engaged already at graduation, right? In college. Because people always say that like a lot of the time, a lot of these white women are going to college to not only get a degree, but to find a partner.
Yeah, they be
so,
like married by spring.
Absolutely. I think that they have those intentions when they date. They don't be playing around. White bitch.
There you go.
Exactly.
Here we go. There you go. Look, there's a lot of them. They're showing off their rings.
Okay, Queen, pop off. Pop your shit, bitch. Hey.
So, people was like, damn, yeah, that's it. I mean, it's definitely I'm just saying it's a difference in philosophy, to your point, Stan, about the date, you know what I'm saying, about when you're dating, you dig?
Absolutely. And like I said, I know this is real harsh to my black people, but I feel like black people need to hear this for real though, because I think that this is also an opportunity for us to learn from one another. Now, I would definitely say that black women are the most hypergamous. I think that they have been told, not necessarily a lie, but I feel like what they have been told has been misconstrued a little bit. You don't necessarily need to have, there's all these different, tropes that have been put out there. Like you need to have somebody who already got their shit built, but it's like, if you compare races, right? Like this is kind of what Naomi was alluding to earlier. If you compare races, like you might, if you're a white woman and you get with a guy who's on your level, but this guy is also white, he probably has family money, he might be a little more stable going into the relationship. So I think that, by virtue of them being white and already having some sort of stability, you're going into the relationship with somebody who already quote unquote has their shit together. They might be emotionally immature. They might have all sorts of other issues that we don't know about, but they have their quote unquote shit together in America versus another guy, a black guy, let's say a black relationship. And the guy might be, he might be emotionally intelligent. He might be smart, but he just might be struggling in the job place. He might be struggling just because he's black. But that man would find it harder to date a black woman because he's struggling, and we want somebody who got their shit together.
But I feel like women, I feel like I've witnessed loads of black women my whole life, like stay in situations with men who, dealing with what black men have to deal with being black men in America, and like seeing the black woman be like the worker and like earning the money and, making sure shit is handled.
Well,
so
yeah.
I don't know if it's always like, I think how it could seem like, especially nowadays, where it's like, oh, we want nigga with money. It's like, like you need to be paying, you need to be on this, you need to be on that, you need to be making this, you need to be making that. I feel like once you get into like real people in the real streets who like work real jobs and know like what the money and the shit is like, especially for black people still.
Can we hold on? I gave y'all 15 minutes. I just looked at my time. I gave y'all 15 minutes to have a nice, cordial conversation. I'm finna turn this shit up right now, goddamn.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm finna turn this.
I'm just saying, talk your shit. I'm gonna just say the truth. That's what I do.
And the moon's in Gemini, by the way.
Yeah.
Hella shit in Gemini. Shout out to
let's turn this shit up. How they used to say on the Real World, where
people, tanning, gang.
Let's go.
Wait, did y'all want to see my food?
It's time.
Not really, but go ahead.
And start getting real.
Right. That's what the real world said, right? Yeah. Shit. Let's start getting real. What we show? What you showing, Mo? Show what you gonna show. God damn it. What is this?
Oh,
yeah. I'm gonna turn up, Mo. Shit. What you got? Okay, that do look good though, Mo.
All right, shit, that should look
good.
Drop me a pin. I'm finna pull up.
No, steak look a little well done.
It's not actually. It's pink in the middle. Don't do me.
Okay.
Torian love trying to talk shit about people's stage.
Cause
that's his favorite pastime.
Ain't nothing wrong with that steak. That shit look good.
My mama just texted me
like, shit, ain't nothing wrong with that. Give me a piece. Give me a little bite.
Okay, drop a pin. I'm finna pull up. I'll be in Texas Friday. What's up? What's happening?
There we go. So let's go. I want to talk this talk tonight because y'all were having a very high level intellectual conversation, which I can appreciate. But I want to get this shit down to the nitty goddamn gritty. And Torian, don't think we ain't finna come for you tonight as well. Pause. But we finna get in we finna holler at you as well. Because in the LGBTQIA plus community, I know it's Pride Month, goddamn it, but we coming for everybody tonight, goddamn it. Right? We finna get some under.
Wait, right? I thought we did no pause in June.
Oh no, fuck that. I paused 12 months out of the year. Fuck them. They ain't gonna make me not do what I do.
IA is crazy because I don't even know what
I'm already an ally. Shit, I
he actually did it last time, right?
He did.
Yeah. I can't believe that was already.
And I regretted it. And I regretted it. Goddamn.
You did good, Roy. You'll feel like me.
You was getting clowned on, Roy. Your boy was on your ass in the group chat.
Nah, I had no peer pressure.
Like, oh, you got a gay nigga on your show that now you want to change.
Changed up.
I told them niggas I was like y'all niggas tripping. This nigga Torian like 6'4", nigga big, man. Y'all niggas bullshit. Nigga might whip my ass. Fuck them young.
Big nigga, hey.
But now let's go. Here's what I want to say though. We're talking about this conversation. Are black women too aggressive, right? And here's how we got here, right? Today. Not Torian. Goddamn, you get Torian is a goddamn get away, Torian. Stan, aka Eyes Low, right? Stan, I want you to tell your story. I ain't saying that, but Stan, you are now in a long-term, I think you would say long-term relationship with a Hispanic young lady, right?
1.5 years, yeah.
She's been on the show. She's been on our show before, right? Shout out to her. She's
y'all go back and watch that episode out the archive. What was it even called? It was the strippers one. Watch that.
Something about strippers.
I'm like, because my homegirl was on there too. So yeah.
Right. We need to get her back on the show, and I need to know how, because your homegirl was an actual sex worker, Naomi, right?
Yeah, still is.
Well, we need to see how that's going 2 years later. Is that little thing worn down? Jesus, it's been a
shout out.
Okay, but we'll get to that. Well, don't distract me. Okay, so Stan, you're now in a long-term relationship with a Hispanic young lady, beautiful woman, right? Seems like the vibe is there, everything is cool. But before that, though, you were actively pursuing African, FBA sisters, black women, African American, whatever you want to use, right? That's what you were actively
almost
pursuing.
Exclusive.
And you were having, you can tell me, I'm just going to use this. You were having varying levels of success.
Absolutely. And this starts, like I said, this is retroactive. This goes all the way back to high school. Like I said, I had tried my hand at a couple black girls. Absolutely got demolished. They just, it was just bad, right? Absolutely got crushed, right? And I think somebody on the show alluded to it before. Well, what are you doing out of your league? I'm like, no, I'm cute. You know what I'm saying? No, it's not that. I feel like it's the way that they are going about it. This is well over 10 years ago. You know what I mean? I graduated in 2011, so I don't even know how many years that is. So throughout that time, it's just been rough with the black women. You know what I mean? So I think as of maybe like a year and a half ago, right? I'm dating a black girl. And she just had this strong unwillingness to commit. She did not want to be submissive at all. She wanted to be the leader. She wanted me to conform to her ways, and she had super high demands. She was a very quarrelsome woman. Like, she's always wanted to argue about something. Like, half the time I don't even be wanting to argue. I just don't even want to even talk to you, let alone argue with you. And lo and behold, it did not work out. And sometime shortly after that, I met my current girlfriend, Crystal. Shout out to her, aka Peach. I could look her up. And we have not had a single quarrel, not an argument. We've had some disagreements, admittedly, but I feel like She said her piece. I listen. I said my piece. I listen, or she listens. And at the end of the day, if we cannot come to an agreement, we just can't agree on something, then it's gonna go my way because I'm the guy in the relationship, and I just feel like that's how it should be. Now, if she's right and it's something that I should succumb to, absolutely, I have no problem going that way. But in general, if we can't agree on something, I feel like as a, in a relationship, it should go the man's way. And even hearing that, I feel like black women just like, why your way? Why? Like, and that is a problem right there. A lot of black women are really quarrelsome and they're hard to really date long term.
No, and I feel if you mean like long term, like you just gonna put up with some shit. Do I feel like you should just get your way because you're the man? Like, nah, yeah, like I feel
somebody
like
gotta have the last say, right, Naomi? No.
And I mean, I'll give it to you. I'm a Libra too, so I'm the first one. I honestly feel like that could just mean like maybe this is like your first healthy like relationship or like chill relationship or a relationship that's built on something more.
Or my first relationship that ain't with a black girl.
No, and I mean that can be it. But I feel like there are loads of black women out here. It is a freaking fly in my house. What the fuck? But there's loads of different types of black women out here. Just to feel like there's only one type that's hey dream.
But again, I think though,
I don't feel like it's one type.
Hold on, just for the record, so everybody knows my goddamn background. I'm married and I'm married to a black woman, so don't come for me with the bullshit. Goddamn it. Anyway, though, but I understand what Stan is saying from this perspective, because I don't think Stan is saying though, Naomi, like it's just, I think he's going on over a decade, right, worth of like, trial and error. And I don't know how you feel about it, Naomi, but if I was Stan and after a decade of trial and error with, with black women, and then the first non-black woman that I get in a serious relationship with, I see like, damn, this shit is completely different. Like, I don't, I'm not saying he's right. I'm just saying, like, I understand, like,
backed by research, by the way. Backed by research, by the way.
No, and I can feel that. And so definitely looking at the stats of it all, right? And so it just I would just wonder kind of what
it hurts to hear, right?
No, what is the causation? I don't know if it necessarily hurts to hear, because like you said, if you're going off like the success of this relationship of like a woman not being able to really like speak up or like feel a different type of way.
That's unfair, Naomi. That's unfair.
No, all the shit that y'all saying is unfair. So if it's fucking unfair, I don't know what to tell you.
All the shit that we're saying is facts.
Check y'all math. I'm just balancing it on both sides.
Right.
Okay, I don't.
It's just facts.
I don't think that he said that you can't speak up.
No, but and I never said that. I said like speak up, because he's basically saying, Stan is basically saying like, if she's not feeling like we're going back and forth and like he feels that he is justified and he is right, and he thinks she's wrong, she can think she's right, but because he thinks she's wrong, okay, all right, babe, what you say?
And it should go my way.
Okay, and so she would allow you to go your way, even though she's not really feeling like that. Like, that's not actually what it is. Like, it's like submitting. Like, okay,
but see, Naomi,
I can't win against you. And so
I'll say this though, Naomi, and I'm not like a religious person in terms of like being tied to a specific religious doctrine book. I study it all. But with that being said, this is why I said at the beginning of 2024, I think a lot of black folks might need to, I know y'all have stepped away from religion. Maybe y'all need to step back. Because it's
better to live in a desert than to live with a quarrelsome wife.
There you go.
It's scripture.
Hey, I'm just saying, like, when you get back to doctrine, right? Whether it's Judeo-Christian doctrine, whether it's Islam, right? It gives very specific parameters of male female positions in a relationship of how things should go. I'm just saying.
Yeah, and those stories could be made up by. And
I'm not saying they can't
and
be,
made up
Torian.
by who?
I'm not saying
And
they
made up
not.
by who? And so it's
Here
like,
we
so
go.
if
Here
we
we go.
want to
Here we go.
if we want to talk about like the ancients, like let's get back into what it is in Egypt, right? Like the way that Egyptian mythology is set up and Egyptian beliefs are set up on the way that men and women are in this together. Like this is a partnership. It recognizes that it makes two to get the whole. And so I can understand why it's still so much duality and thinking that it has to be like this over this. And I remember like I had asked Roy, I was like, do men want a partner or do they want a companion? Like, do you want somebody that's really your equal that can actually like, you're feeling this way and I also feel this way. So it's like, I don't know why you can't respect her as well. Like, because that's what it has to come down to at the end of the day. Maybe
Not
it's like a
necessarily my
respect.
equal.
Maybe it's
my
not a
equal.
respect. It's like a respect issue. Because if it's like, there's an issue and you feel away and I feel away, damn, and I wish Sina was here. Shout out to my motherfucking brother because he the only one of y'all motherfuckers that
Hold
has
on,
some
his lady is here. Hold on, his lady is here. Shout out to
Damn.
Tamara.
Right, shout out to Tamara Stevenson. Okay.
She said it's true that there are certain statistics pertaining to Black women, but we can never negate the origin and history that Black American women have gone through and the role that it plays.
No, and so that part's important. Shout out to you, Tamara. Thank you.
Sure.
But I feel like that part is important as well because it's like we went through this trauma. Like, for one, there's like nobody on this earth that can even relate to the trauma of the Black Americans specifically, not to mention all the horrors that have happened to like darker skinned people on a worldwide level. Our trauma here in America is significant and it's different from anywhere else in the planet in the way that we lost our language. We lost we lost a lot of our old traditions. Like when it comes down to the morals, right? We were stripped of our morals and we were taught we were handed a Bible and like, okay, do this, like do this is what you're taught and this is what everything is going to stem for, even though it's not working for the white people in reality. Like, yeah, they're together, they're married, they be blowing each other fucking brains out, okay?
That's going off the rail. Let me ask you a question, Naomi. So you're straight? Like you like men? Do you like masculine men?
You think I would ever like?
I mean, it's pride. I'm just wondering. Do you like masculine men?
I love me a real
hilarious.
Yes, love me a real.
So look, let me ask you this. So what if you had this, real ass nigga, right? Real ass masculine man, lift weights, he got money,
like, yeah,
right?
babe, whatever you say, I be in love.
Right. Hold on. Let me arrive at the point real quick. It might not be going where you think it's going. And one day he comes up to you, he's wearing, he's real feminine. All of a sudden, he's wearing a dress, and he's like, you know what, babe? Like, this is just me. My dad wasn't in my life, and like, I have some things, and now I'm opening up to you about that. Right? Would that be okay with you? Would it be okay?
I don't know. I would if I loved him.
That would be okay. He could just like, turn out. No shades, Tori. Hey, shout out. Hey, but look. He just like he came out. He was like, you know what? All that masculine shit was a stunt. I'm actually like this, baby, and like, with that. Obviously, I'm setting this up for you to say no, as the chat is alluding to, right? Because come on, like, let's just be real. Of course that wouldn't, right? Of course that wouldn't. So the point I'm trying to make is that it doesn't, like, I agree. We went through a lot of shit. Black men, especially Black women too. Not to take anything away from Black women, because y'all went through some shit. Black people, we went through some shit. But just like in the scenario where you wouldn't want a feminine dude just because he had some shit, maybe his dad wasn't in his life, or maybe he was abused as a child, whatever made him whatever, right? That shit ain't gonna fly for you if he comes to you like that, in the same way that I'm not attracted to a quarrelsome woman because of some shit that happened 100 years ago. Don't get me wrong, it was fucked up. But that shit was way before our time, and probably way before your mama and her mama time.
But like those times are why you think like Black women are more aggressive, and so like this
it's not
is
why
where
I think
these things are.
Black women are more aggressive because they are. Not because of not because of the whole, like I said, I agree with all that shit. But just because they are more aggressive doesn't mean I need to, just like how you don't necessarily need to accept the feminine man because of some shit that may happen in his past. And
I don't even know
in the same breath.
But see, I don't think that's what they're trying to say. I think they're trying to say, but what's trying to be said right now is that this is already the thing that is being assumed. Now, let's say like
it's not assumed. This is observed. Not assumed. Observed.
No, listen. Let me elaborate, because like in the situation where somebody says, okay, first of all, like if somebody comes to me and is like, oh, you're mad, like if I'm just like looking a certain way or whatever, oh, you're mad, oh, you're upset, you're this and that and third, I'm gonna be like, nah, like I'm not upset, nah, like you're mad, you are this, trying to tell me what I am. Most people are gonna get pissed off in the way where it's like, well, now I'm irritated, bitch, because now you're trying to tell me what I am. And it's like, I think that assumption for a lot of Black women, especially, like, because what was it that I was just watching a video about was a woman talking about her hair. She was just talking, it was a Black woman talking about her hair in the video. And she was just already saying that it's already triggering for her for people to say something about her hair. Because somebody was at some place where I think it was her job or something was like, is that your real hair? And for her, it's already like an immediate like trigger because of the type of shit she's dealt with personally. And then also just the assumptions that people have, because you're already assuming this isn't my real hair because I'm a Black woman. And she had like, full, beautiful curly hair, you know what I'm saying? Which is definitely possible. But I can understand why that kind of demeanor is going to come off that way. Because, bitch, you're making assumptions about things based off of, certain things that you've been taught or you've been, the stereotypes that have been put out there. So it's like that's, yes, exactly. So that's where that comes from. And I also want to put it out there when it comes to certain men and family. I'm sorry, I don't know if this is going to be considered a shot at you.
Take your shot. Take your shit.
I just also feel like when it comes to Black women, as it does with like probably any race of person, like I feel like maybe you give off an energy where it's like, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe you give off a specific type of energy that Black women feel.
We can feel you hating us.
Nay, hold on, wait. Nay, hold up. When we went to Nay, I think we went to the beach, right? Hold on, wait. Nay, we went to the beach, right? We was hanging out, and I think it was just me and you in your friend's apartment. You was real giggly, and I believe I complimented your eyelashes. At any point in that time, did you feel that I was exuding something that where I showed I hated you or your friends? Because I don't think that's the case. Do I need to repeat it?
The reason I say
You're
this
just
is
faking.
because, just like on the contrary,
I was faking it. Oh, now I'm faking it because I'm pretty sure we were mobbing. I remember you being. Yeah, I remember you specifically being very giggly. And I remember I think I made a compliment about your eyelashes or something like that. You were like,
I was high as fuck.
The whole time. That was before we even smoked. We were hanging out the whole day.
I was in Cali, bro. I went there to smoke.
But I'm saying we hung out from the morning to the night. At any point in that time,
morning to the night.
I got to the beach in the day. For sure, we watched the sunset.
Oh damn! Hold on,
we watched the sunset. I'm pretty sure Naomi was like, "Wow, I never watched the sunset before." At any point in that time, did you feel that like this nigga just hate Black women? Did you ever feel that way? Did you ever feel that way? Be real. Keep it a buck. Did you ever feel that way?
Did I feel that way? No, but I wasn't sure like.
It was because your association to Lionel that she knew that.
No, I'm like, but we
were alone. Naomi and I were. We stayed up. She did. Everyone fell asleep. Everyone fell asleep. Hold on, wait. Everyone fell asleep, and Naomi was doing a tarot reading or something. She was doing the card reading.
I gave you a reading.
Yes, and we were mobbing it up. Wow. Actually, we were getting quite close. I feel like at any point in time. I'm not saying not in a romantic. It doesn't have to be romantic. We don't have to romanticize everything. But the point I'm trying to make is that we were bonding. We were getting much closer than we would have been just by texting, right? And I'm trying to say, at any point in that period of hanging out, did you feel that maybe I just give off some that I hate black people or I don't like black women? Did you ever feel that?
I could feel that, like, maybe you could go for non-black women. I
could feel that. Exactly.
Get the fuck out of here.
Exactly.
I
Get the fuck out of here. You dry hating. You dry hating. Yeah, you fucking dry hating. You fucking dry hating.
No,
it's dry hating. Just dry hating. Dry hating for no reason. Then we just be real. Keep that shit real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Keep it real. Because Naomi, I'm about to expose you. I'm about to expose you because you are dry hating. You are dry hating.
Hold on, let's relax. Hold on.
Naomi, you were low key falling for the boy.
That's how you felt. But all niggas, look, I'm sorry.
Here we go.
All niggas feel the same way about me. I'm not gonna lie.
All right.
They're all, but I'm sorry that, like, I'm sorry that my smile. I'm sorry that my smile and my eyes get y'all, but
not you noticing my eyelashes. Not you noticing my eyelashes.
See, but
what you doing tomorrow?
This is why I don't.
What you doing tomorrow? Are you gonna pull up tomorrow?
Look in my eyes. I definitely remember that part.
Are you pulling up tomorrow? What are you doing tomorrow? Shit, I don't know. Probably work. Word. That's not how that went. That's not how that conversation went. Come on, man. Quit playing with me, dog. Oh my god. But you remember the dick pics, which was I think almost way before the actual
that
meet.
Was after. But that's more memorable.
But she remembered the dick pics though.
But that's more memorable.
Oh man. Oh my god.
Can I just say something though? Because that was the whole point of what Naomi said, is that is like definitely energy. Because even like black women can feel that way about certain black men, where it's like, okay, like I feel like he dates white women. I feel like he dates non-black women. Like that's his thing, given the type of energy or the type of conversation or the type of shit that they get from them. That's what I'm talking about. Like that was a great point.
No,
so that nigga, so that
I love black men.
But Mo said
love black women. I fucking love black men.
In the chat,
I love black women. So shout out to all the black men listening to this. I love black women. Because I actually did a poll on my Instagram. I said, I posted the tonight's screenshot. What's it called? Are black women unapproachable? I have posted the screenshot from the video you have posted before, Roy. Hold on, let me look at the let me look at the results of that shit. But Torian skewed the results.
I personally love black girls. Shout out to my black queens. My current queen just happens to not be black. But y'all be capping in this motherfucker, boy. I swear to God, boy, y'all be capping in this hole.
Nobody capping.
I'm just saying, just be real. Just say it with your chest, man.
You low key feeling me, like, boy.
How you gonna tell her what she was thinking? Like,
how can I tell her what she's thinking? Okay, look, let me ask you something, Torian, real quick, since you want to talk. Let me come for your ass too. Okay, so look. I'm not gonna come at you personally because I never met you, so I don't really have anything to go off of. But let me just ask you this: it's an anecdotal question, right? If I'm with a woman, right, it doesn't matter the race. I'm with a woman, right, and maybe I make the first move, right, or maybe I go to hold her hand, or maybe I make some sort of effort to pursue her, right? Because black girls are largely to credit for the term apply pressure, right? So what if I apply the right kind of pressure? Is that, how am I gonna tell her what she's thinking? Like going in for a kiss? Because I'm pretty sure that going in to kiss somebody could be deemed as sexual harassment, right? That could be sexual harassment if I go for the kiss on the wrong person. So am I telling a girl what they're thinking because I went for a kiss? Am I?
What?
Am I telling a girl what she's thinking If I go for a kiss, if I go for a kiss,
like in that sense,
you said, how am I gonna tell her? How am I? How
you were recalling what it was, but that was just from your.
You said she feeling me. She feeling me. How you gonna say that? She feeling me. That's crazy, right? How am I gonna tell her what she's thinking? In the same fashion where I would go for a first kiss. It's the same way. It's the same shit. Is it not?
I don't know, Stan.
Is that? But I mean, is that what happened in what we talking about? Like, was that the interact? Did she try to kiss you, or you say you try to kiss her?
Of course not. Me and Naomi are cool. I wasn't going to take that boundary. Of course, I wasn't going to press her in that way. Me and Naomi had no interaction before. We had hung out the whole day, watched the sunset. We were chilling. It was a group setting, so of course I wouldn't take that way. But if I had to explain the vibes, yeah.
Hold on, Stan. I'm a silly nigga. I got a clip of you. I got a clip of you and Naomi. Hold on.
Say this shit.
Hold on. I got a clip. Hold on. No. I got a clip. I got a clip right here. You and Naomi with the sunset. Hold on. Hold on. I got you.
Just keep it real. Just keep it real.
Keep trying to hold on.
I got y'all. Here go a clip. Here go a clip.
Did we not watch the sunset? She said,
Hold
I never seen the sunset before.
Listen. Hold on, y'all listen.
I ain't never really watched the sunset before.
There you go. Right there.
That's your ass, gang. That was you on that beach, on that motherfucking beach.
Hold on. Because we're going to make it clear. Because you swear, we was at the beach with all 6 of my friends. I went to Cali with 2 of my best friends, and I'm finna go to Puerto Rico with tonight. So I was with them the whole time. We were staying with her homegirl, Tatiana, who stay out there with her nigga. It was a 1-bedroom apartment downtown LA.
Absolutely. I was there. I remember.
And 6 niggas. So you swear it was just alone at the.
So we didn't have no independent conversation.
I remember when everybody went to sleep. I mean,
who was the last people awake in that apartment? Who was the last person awake?
We was the last people awake, but I'm always the last person awake, and it was great. I love being up smoking. I could talk all day and shit.
So you didn't enjoy your time with me? You felt like I was just like,
nah, you was cool. You was cool, and I still think you cool.
Hold on. I said I was turning this shit up. Let me turn it up another
notch. That's the point I'm trying to make.
Hold on.
Stan. You're cool, but it was like for one, I was.
Hold on, Naomi. Give me a second, Naomi. So Stan.
That's the point I'm trying to make.
Are you maybe crediting?
But Naomi I wasn't never aggressive.
Hold on. Is Naomi the reason that you decided to?
No. Naomi, I will say this. Hold on. Naomi is definitely the reason. Naomi is definitely the reason why I make sure to preface everything that I say, because Naomi's not all girls. She says it herself. Everyone says it. She knows it. We know it. Naomi's not all black girls. Naomi is not the poster child for the current black woman right now, and that's the point I'm trying to make. That's why I say,
I'm like, this is where they need to be at.
Not all black women. Not all black women are Naomi. Not every person. Now, Naomi doesn't go out in the streets and try to get with black girls. Like, she doesn't try to get with girls in general, because I just asked her if she was straight. She just admitted to it. The point I'm trying to make is that y'all making it seem like I bring off some sort of vibe that is combative, and when reality is, the vibes, Naomi, that's usually more, or even I'm even more charming and suave when I'm approaching random people.
You know what the problem is, though, Stan? I'm gonna tell you what the problem is. And me and my dudes from college had this conversation, because when I got to college, that was the first time. I'm from H-Town. I'm from Southwest Houston, right?
Shout out.
I went to a school that's majority black when I was there. I think now it's probably more Hispanic, but when I was there, it was mostly black, right? So it was never, I think maybe in our entire school, it was like 5,000 kids in my school. It was like almost 1,100 in my graduating class. It might have been 4 white girls, right? Like
1,100?
Right? Yeah. Like we was deep, right? So I say that to say this. When I got to college, that was the first time I was around like a diverse situation where it was like a diverse, it was like mixed in terms of like the amounts of black girls, white girls, Hispanic, everything, right? Plus, it was the first time I was around black dudes who it was my first time being around black dudes who hadn't grown up around black people, right? Who had like grown. I had never been around a black dude who was like super black, but like grew up around something different. Like that was a different
code switching and
experience.
shit.
And I'm saying that because it was the first time that I saw black girls, right? And I think this is a black woman thing. Black women might hate me for this. I might get in trouble with my wife tonight for this. I don't know, but fuck
say your shit. Fuck it. Say your shit.
It was the first time, and then I started hearing it as I got older after that, right? After I left college, when I started hearing black women say, that's a corny nigga. Like, I don't want to fuck with no corny black nigga.
Crazy right? to say like, about somebody.
Even
that's
though like
crazy.
you black, I'm not talking about you specifically saying the corny. I'm just saying though, like, even though like the dude was black, he was trying to fuck with a black chick. She was like, I don't want no corny black nigga. And I go back to what Lionel said last week, because Lionel asked you a question last week. He said, hey, do you think that most black guys are thugs? And you said no, which is the correct answer. Here's the caveat though to that. Some women know.
If they not thugs,
some black women
weird
know.
Lame man nigga.
Some black women, right? It's a certain black dude that they feel like is lame. I don't give a fuck what nobody say on here. I've been living a long time. I didn't see it happen, white. Right? They be like, yeah, nah, that nigga, you know what I'm saying? That nigga kind of lame, right? And it is what it is, right? I ain't saying you gotta like a nigga, right? But I'm just saying, I know a lot of black women.
That's so interesting.
We know how really niggas are.
To study that, because that can literally, because like for that to be a thing, like maybe it's just like, you know, because when it comes down to this dating and fucking mating shit, like that should be biological. Like it literally is just like, no, I shouldn't procreate with this nigga. Like that's just the
but
body.
Why not,
and it
though?
would be
but listen,
crazy.
though.
It would be so crazy for all, like most majority.
And let me jump in on that point.
Majority black women to like feel that way, and not even speaking to you, but speaking to that point of like, you know, for that to be a kind of sex.
Look at the chat.
A man that gets away.
Black women can't get enough of the ghetto stereotype, and that caused a lot of dissonance with the cult. There you go.
What does that even mean?
Hey, look, I
would use a different word than dissonance, but like I understand where he's going with that though.
Can't get enough of the ghetto stereotype. Is he saying that like black women want to be ghetto, or black women?
No, that black women listen, I've seen. I might have to agree with this.
I know what he's saying.
Yeah, go ahead.
They want the hood guy.
Yeah, like they want the hood guy, right? So then you got the people who are maybe, you know, they talk like him, they got the vernacular, right? But like they're not really hood, and then they're like, man, why you want this nigga? He don't do shit. He a bum ass hood nigga that sell weed. That's crazy, bro. Like you could be fucking with a real nigga who's like trying to, you know, get a job or do his thing, but they all of these girls want these bum ass hood ass niggas that's like doing shit. It's gonna end up getting shot or shooting somebody, going to jail. That's the dissonance. But
okay,
and I could
before you
go.
That's a certain. I want to read. Let me read the chat real quick, Naomi, because I won't stand and respond to this. This is from Shay. She said most black women like black men that live their truth in blackness, as opposed to being so closely adjacent to quote unquote whiteness. However, black men find themselves in a bind for trying to appease everyone. What say you to that, Stan?
So absolutely, I think that first of all, whiteness in and of itself is not really white per se. I think it's more like Americanized. So if like most of the people in a specific place or a specific thing, then I wouldn't call that whiteness. I feel like that's like appealing to the majority. So that's one thing. And second is that when you say that it's this whole idea of like blackness or being in tune with their blackness, it doesn't necessarily have to be your activities. It could be the food that you eat, right? It could be how you treat your family. It could be the music that you listen to, right? I think that when people think of blackness, they immediately jump to activities, right? A whole lot of hood shit. When it doesn't necessarily have to be that. Like you
whole lot of gang shit.
Yeah, right. A whole lot of gang shit. When really you could just like bask in your blackness, right? And still like, you know, quote unquote white music. You can like rock music and still be fully embracing your exactly and still fully embrace your blackness. So
yeah,
I don't know.
Still a nigga.
Like exactly. So I don't know the whiteness thing. I
One thing
mean,
you gotta know, I'ma be a nigga for life.
But hold on, Naomi, you can't tell me that there haven't been at least one black man in your life that wanted to holler at you, that you was like, this nigga's just corny. Like you
corny
just
ass
feel like
nigga,
he was
lame
going
ass
off.
nigga,
You know, I don't like lame niggas. Like
lame
that
ass
is
nigga.
one thing. That is one thing I simply
I'm telling you,
detest. Like
I'm telling
that
you,
is
bro.
something like
Okay,
as nice as I
can you
am. So I am
describe
very
what
so
would you consider
I'm
a
so
lame nigga?
nice. I'm so
What's a
polite.
You,
what's a lame nigga to you
I
though?
can't put I can't tell you. If you know, you know, just like I can't tell you what a real nigga is. Like that's just shit you gotta know. And I can't teach that for you. And if you're not in the knowing of that shit, I can't too much fuck with you. But you know, just know I'm a real nigga. If you ever needed like a persona of like, damn, what is a real nigga?
Damn, artificial going
I'm a
in.
real
Artificial
nigga.
said anybody can act black. That's not lineage or ethnicity.
I'm like artificial intelligence. Are you a computer? Are you black? What are you, artificial intelligence?
Oh, she said I never. Okay, she was responding to artificial intelligence. Okay.
hey, but look. Naomi said
He
something
going in.
earlier.
Naomi, that's cap. You know exactly what it is. God damn. Okay, shit.
I know exactly what it is.
I don't know. Shit,
Yeah,
that nigga said this
what you
cap.
feel like corny is a corny nigga.
Lame
Oh,
ass
No,
nigga.
I mean, and I would never say. You think I wouldn't fuck with a nigga that's like I'm college educated now. Okay, so there is
okay, let me
like
ask you. Let me give you an
levels
example.
to this shit. Like, so I'm not like just some.
Let me give you an example,
girl
Naomi.
who's been looking on social media and been watching celebrities and been watching TV and think like there's only one certain type of nigga. And
Right.
I've seen that shit. I've lived this shit, and it's like, no, I would never. Like, y'all know how on fucking Power, if you seen Power at the beginning of Power, Ghost he was ready to get out the motherfucking game. And he asked Tasha, he was like, you know, like what you always thought I could be? Like what, you know, do you see bigger shit for me? And she was like, I thought you were gonna be the biggest drug dealer. Like, there's no way you will want your man. No real woman will want their man staying in that line of trouble, especially not your husband, like father of your kids. So I feel like at the end of the day, a corny nigga, and I could feel like why women would go to that hood stereotype is just like he's more tougher and he can handle his shit. Like, okay, if this nigga got like a regular job and
You said it right. You hit the nail on the head.
he know how to handle a gun. Cause for one, I wouldn't fuck with a nigga that don't carry a gun. Like that's not the type of nigga for me. I'm gonna need a nigga that know, but I do need a nigga who know how to like handle situations. Cause I'm still in Houston, Texas.
It's the masculinity. It's the black masculinity that's like really sets a nigga apart from like a real nigga and a lame nigga. Cause like the black masculinity is like its own shit. It's just being masculine in general, right? Like black masculinity has a whole extra level to it because you have to be extra protective of you and yours. So I think that's part of it too. Like it doesn't necessarily coincide with how you talk, or you know, that has something to do with it. You know, if you're just really talking like, you know, motherfucking Steve Urkel and shit, yeah. But like if you have to have like the right type of vernacular, but you also have to be more masculine than like an average guy. On top of being more masculine, you have to also be in tune with like the black culture. So I feel like that's kind of what they mean by lame. Like you're not even up to speed with like what black culture going on. You just are black. You just are a black person. I feel like that's the caveat.
So a Carlton Banks nigga, can you see yourself fucking with a nigga like that, Naomi?
Why would you say that? It would be
it's
Carlton
black.
Banks, like in the way that I'm thinking about Carlton, he just wouldn't necessarily be my type. I don't know. I mean, I would probably try. But like I always
because he got bread. What you mean?
Look, I'll tell you where it always goes bad, where I try to like be like, let me just be open to like a nigga, even though I'm not really like feeling it. Like it'll get to the point where it's like, he's gonna like want to fuck me. Like I'm like, he's probably gonna like want to have sex with me soon. I'm like, and I'm not doing that. Like, so I'm like, let me just. I guess
I'll be like, nigga, that stop right now.
I'm like,
bro,
that's like the real test that I cannot. Like, I can't. Like, you know it.
Hold on. Shay wilding. Shay said Carlton was more lit than Will. Too bad he was. How the hell was Carlton more? Please expound
probably
upon
just
that.
would have got on my nerves. He would have needed patience. I guess it would depend on how long like Will had been living with him to have the influence.
Will was
that nigga said it's not unusual to be loved by anyone.
It's not
unusual to
I think
but see, like, and I couldn't. And I'll say,
hold on. First of all, Torian, don't just jump in here, Torian, because we finna get on y'all. Because
I've been waiting to say some shit to you.
Hold on, because Torian, when black LGBTQ men get a little prestige, go see Don Lemon. They find the first white man they can find.
I got y'all screenshot right here, Torian. I want a white man looking ass boy. Don't let Naomi or Dr. Umar see that shit. It's screenshotted right here.
Oh shit! What is it?
No, because I was like, and you didn't even reply to my message because I said block me back. I said block
told
me
you.
back.
I told him.
Story. I put in my
said,
story.
Hold on. What did I miss?
I did something to cause a little chaos, and I wanted to see what people would say. And it was the spirit of the show too. That I put in my notes that I want a white man. I said I want a white man.
Share your screen, Stan. Hold on. What's happening? What did I miss?
Nah, it ain't really.
I said in my look on Instagram, you do know.
He try to walk it back,
and I put I want a white man.
Can't you see this? I got the screenshot. I got the receipts. You can't see it, but
I want a white man. Damn, Torian.
I want a white man. You can't see it. So I got the green screen rolling, but yeah.
I just want to see what some of my peers wanted to say and what their reactions would be.
You might as well just call them the hard R.
So what was your findings? What was your findings?
That you full of shit?
No, that they don't be fucking.
I'm just saying, look.
You can get a black man. You stay with a black man.
It's
I had
very
like me too at this point. But
it's very interesting, Torian, that when black men in the LGBTQ community get a little money, get a little position, they find the first white zaddy they can find. I'm just saying. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, no, you definitely right, and that's definitely something. If you know me, I don't complain about.
I would be so scared to fuck a white man. But you know, if I did fuck a white man, he would probably.
Torian tried to sneak that swirl culture.
If I did fuck a white man, I think he would be Irish or Scottish. I've always loved their accents. But then I found out there's black Irish men.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, I gotta go to Ireland and get me a black Irish man.
I think black people are all over the world, by the way.
I know, and that's
hold on.
So
let me get
so that's why it's like I can honestly, you know,
what
when
about
we
a black
had the
Japanese
passport, when we had the passport bros, that's mixed. I mean, like real black.
Let me get at you real quick, Naomi. I'm sorry, sis. I gotta get at you real quick because you brought up Egypt a minute ago, as if Egypt didn't have like every culture distinguishes, right? Like men and women. I'm not saying that like there's a certain way that men and women are depicted, right? So even in Egypt, the man is standing a certain way. His foot is furthermore, right? His left foot is furthermore. And look how the woman is holding on to him, right? There's a certain protocol even in that culture.
I feel like she's like lifting him up.
You can say whatever you want to say.
You feel, or are you actually looking at the picture?
Yeah.
It's hard. It's like your
interpretation. There's no way you interpret that.
She could be like holding this nigga back because he gonna whoop some ass. Like that's what I'm getting from it. Like she's like, nah, babe, we good. Don't do it.
Y'all funny as hell.
Y'all are actually comedians right now.
Hold on, I can get to another one though. I can get to another one though. One that's older. I can get to one that's older. It's the same shit.
I see them like I see them together though, you know, like
stand behind your man,
right?
And I could feel that, and I could feel that because of course the men are supposed to be.
They're not side by side because you can't see her right shoulder.
You cannot see her shoulder. Talk to him, Stan.
But still, it's her body is her arm.
But also at the end of the day, when it came to even
when
the
it came to a lion trying to attack the village, these niggas out there fighting that lion.
Because who's the
That's
folly?
what it comes down to.
I'm like, who's the folly? Shit, who's the most important? We gotta protect the most important.
Exactly.
Period.
No shade. I love my queens, and we would go to war and die for you.
And so it's nothing like, because I feel like you were saying the basic stereotype, like Black women are more aggressive and they don't submit, and I feel like that can be true. Two things can be true, but I definitely don't believe that's all that's out there. I'm proof that shit is not the only thing that is out there. And at the end of the day, if you want better, you got to be better. You got to discern better. I don't know what to tell you when you're like picking fucked up people that like don't work for you, that actually aren't aligned with you. And then at the end of the day,
you talking about me personally?
I'm saying in general. And people don't even be aligned in their own motherfucking self to know like what the fuck they really need to attract and what's really best for them. But that's also why life is the journey. It's the beautiful journey that it is, because like you get to learn better, you get to know better.
But see, here's where like here was the disagreement that we got into last week though, Naomi, and I want to expand upon it because we got more time this week. Because I understand what you're saying, and I don't disagree with nothing that you're saying, right? I think the one thing I agree with Dr. Umar on, I agree with a lot of stuff he said. I ain't gonna say just one thing. I agree with a lot of stuff he says, but one thing that like for 1000% sure, when he says like, yo, Black men trying to be revolutionaries, when he says, yo, the most revolutionary thing a Black man can do is to marry a Black woman and have a Black family, right? Because I understand where he's going with that, right? In terms of like what you're producing, right? With that being said, though, right? Yo, man, if I'm out here in an area, right? I've been trying to. This is what we got to last week, Naomi. So we're going back to this point. I'm going back to my man Stan. My man Stan was out here actively trying to pursue Black women. Even you, Naomi, was one of the Black women he was trying to pursue, right?
Low key.
A distant shout out to
Tiara. Fucking with niggas at that point.
A distant shout out to Tiara.
I'm like, look, and I'm
shout out TT. TT could have got flued out too.
Black nigga who fucked up. It was because I was getting over another Black nigga that fucked up, and I don't hate the rest of y'all for it.
Hey, look,
he was trying to actively pursue Black women, right?
Everybody could get chose. I was choosing in the show. I was choosing in the chat.
No, and I'm like, and that's why it's like, for one, I also don't want a hoe. No, I'm playing.
Yeah, right.
And they're fine, right?
I'm like, I don't let my nigga talk to girls. Shit.
Right,
if y'all finna be on all this,
my girl don't either.
All this toxic shit. If y'all
my girl don't let me talk to girls,
shit,
that's
I'll
crazy.
get on that toxic shit with you. I'm like, no talking to bitches.
But look, I'm like, that's fine though, Naomi. What I'm just simply saying is though, like, y'all can't act like he wasn't actively pursuing Black women, right? And let me take it a step further. I know some people might not like me saying this. Not only was he pursuing Black women, but from all that I know, he was pursuing brown-skinned Black women, right? And I think that's important to say for the culture, right? Because a lot of people be saying, oh, well, y'all only like light skin or y'all ain't like mixed girls. He was pursuing brown-skinned Black women. That's all I know, right? He could have been pursuing different stuff as well.
Dark skins.
And it wasn't reciprocated, right? Which is okay, because he tried this for over a decade, right? This is his story, not mine. He went through this for over a decade pursuing this, right? Okay, somebody non-Black came up, right? And like, he said, you know what? Let me give this a chance. And the shit has now blossomed into something. And what would you have him do, Naomi? I'm just asking you this question, right? Because he don't know that he didn't say this, that he was going around looking for an Hispanic woman. It's just like, that's what popped up. He gave it a shot. It blossomed into something. And now it's like really a long-term situation. So would you say to him at this point, even though that's transpired, he should probably still say, well, that's just a phase. Let me find a sister.
I'm like, at this point, you could just turn in your Black card and we'll revisit this after the relationship. Wow. No, I'm playing.
That's crazy. That's crazy. She really don't want Cody to smile, cuz.
High school, okay? I'm sorry. I won most Woody in high school though.
I got nominated, but some other guy, he took the cake. But I feel like it was all rigged, politics. But it's neither here nor there.
Politics is hilarious.
Derek Berlanga, nigga, don't think I forgot, cat. Sorry.
Damn, I wonder if people feel that way about me. That's crazy because I definitely.
My nigga said Naomi didn't want no parts of Stan. He audibled Omaha through a fade route for a touchdown. Hilarious.
Oh God. I'm
like,
a charming
about
fellow.
what?
I'm a charming fellow. It's hard to resist me, okay? It's just hard to resist me, and I know this. And
and I feel like that's cool. And I didn't play Stan. Like I was on vacation in fucking Cali.
Admittedly, she got high and fell asleep. I went home. We never spoke again. That's how it ended.
Period. That's how it
was.
Most niggas
Let's go
me.
here. When were the D pics before this or after this? I'm confused.
I feel like it was after.
Let me tell you what had happened.
It was even after.
Let me tell you what had happened. Okay.
Let's get to the D pics.
That's crazy. No, but see, hold on. I want to preface this by saying he has way more memories of this than me. And so I'm just thinking of all the niggas. Like I'm just thinking of all the niggas. I'm thinking of all the niggas that must feel like this about me. Like that have not been able to
that you aggressively probably turned down, mind you.
No.
Which is why I'm on the podcast in the first place. But hey, look.
Go ahead.
But look, let's go. Hey, look. So let's just keep it a bean real quick. First of all, Naomi and them came out, right? I had no intention of like flirting with Naomi, nothing like that. I'm going to see. First of all, Lionel has been my friend.
Together, right? No, y'all went to high school together. Yes,
I did not. I didn't know Naomi in high school. I think she might have been like.
I feel like I knew him.
When did you graduate? I was actually very popular in high school.
I met his baby mama like back in like a long ass time ago. So I kind of always.
When did you graduate? 2013, 14?
Yeah, 2013.
I graduated 2011. I was actually quite popular in high school. Okay. And this is not a gas.
So I feel like I've seen you. I definitely like knew your face.
So peep. So this is way later, right? So they come out. I don't know if the D pics was before or after, but basically they come out. I had no intention of flirting or anything like that.
I did not know how your dick looked before.
So look, so they pull up or whatever, and mind you, this is a group setting. I have no intention of doing anything with anybody. I just pull up, like I just am being me. I'm seeing my friends, we just going or whatever. And then me and Naomi just seem to be clicking. Like
right.
She said she makes this whole thing about it was a whole group. And then why wasn't I clicked up with anybody else? Right. Some girl was getting a massage by some random nigga on the side of Venice Beach for 20-30 minutes. We sitting there chopping it up. Right.
Whoa.
Why was I not clicking up with any of them? Right. It's an energy thing. Okay, energy's there. So we go, we drive, and we get some. We go back to the beach. Right. Nobody else is in this conversation. It's just me and Naomi. We are chopping it up. She's like, I never seen the sunset before. We chopping it up, whatever. Whoop-de-woo, right?
That's crazy that you even said I said that.
Because you did. Was that not your first sunset?
You think at like 25, 26 years old, that was my first time seeing a sunrise?
I think that was the first time you saw a sunset on the beach, because that's what you said.
On the sunset on the beach. I don't know.
Right.
But go ahead.
It's neither here nor there, right? So we go do some other shit, you know what I'm saying? They go get some weed, whatever. We go back to her little friend's apartment or whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? And we just chopping it up. There was no ill intention. There's no bad vibes. Like a nigga wasn't even really flirting like that and like that. We were just clicking up. You know what I mean? So
we were just chilling.
We was really just chilling. It was a vibe. I never gave off any, at least to my knowledge, I never gave off anything that suggested I had no, I had hate for black women or whatever the fuck, right? So some time after that, right? After we had a great time, a fantastic time together, we keeping in touch, you know what I'm saying? We DMing back and forth. And I think something came up on the show. It either came up on the show or it came up on Instagram or something. But I think this happened on Twitter, right? So on Twitter, I forgot what happened. I think it said some. I don't remember the context of how it got started, but basically it was something along the lines of, or to the effect of, people with big dicks or something, they got a certain type of energy. I don't know. And I told Naomi at some point, I was like, I'm gonna keep it real. I agree with this because my dick is not even proportionate to my body. Like it's like my stature and my dick is like I got the dick of a linebacker. Like, it doesn't make sense, right? Like, I don't understand how my dick is on this body. I should be like at least 100 pounds.
I remember you was talking about dick on the timeline, and you asked if I was straight. I love dick, so like naturally, I'm intrigued.
So we had this conversation. It wasn't me pressing it. I was just like, hey, like, you know, I will let you see. You know, is it cool? I don't mind sharing this information with you. I just want to keep it real. My dick is not proportionate to my body. You know, this is like, it could be a science thing. I don't know. And she was like, okay, go ahead, send it. So I sent it.
Super Paul.
You know, that's kind of how it left off. There was never no ill intent. I never said you being aggressive. She never actually curved me. I never curved her. It just, I'm a friend of the show. We got mutual friends. It ain't never gonna happen. I'm in Cali, she in Texas.
Okay, hold on, back up. Hold on. Whoa, we can't just skip over that. So after the D pic, was there any like, hey, was there a thumbs up? Was there a heart emoji? Was there heart eyes?
What I say?
I think it was a more objective conversation, because I don't think the nature of me sending the dick pic was sexual in its intent to begin with. I think it was more so, let's examine your dick together. I was like,
hey, what you think about the size? Okay,
it was like, it wasn't even on like, no, I'm trying to
but
fight you down.
What's crazy is I literally have DM requests like that, like from years ago. I still got, when I was going through my old DM requests, and that was literally, it was a white guy. I couldn't imagine fucking a white man. Oh my God, that would scare me.
Hey, Black women least likely date outside their race. It's a fact.
No, and I feel like that because it's just like, damn.
You saying it's as it's a bad thing?
No, I'm not. I'm just saying.
It's just like, I'm just saying. It's allegiance. It's allegiance, and it's like tiers and hierarchies, and I'm just like, I definitely wouldn't like go back. I wouldn't go back on the race.
Let's get back to the D pic, Naomi. Was he?
Because she brought it up last show.
Oh my God.
What did you think? Was you like?
Stanley has a great size dick.
There you go. There you give the man some props. Give him
congratulations, Stanley.
Wow.
There you go.
I'm like, but it don't.
As Mo eats a banana, this shit crazy tonight.
Black women,
this whole show is crazy.
I think all this dick talk made me reminded me I got bananas on the table.
Look, I'm just saying. While it's Pride Month and we exposing Tori, we can talk about you talking about the dick in the DMs.
Oh shit!
He's lying. What?
We can talk about it.
What?
We can talk about the stuff.
To expose everybody.
Not Tori looking like this, trying to like weave in and out the camera. Nigga, we see you, nigga. Hey, look, I'm not saying that he tried to personally see my dick, but there was dance around the dick talk. Okay, and look, I'm all for all the shit.
Around the dick talk is crazy.
He definitely you either heard some shit or you caught wind of some of my not safe work social media or some shit.
Tiara told him. I'm gonna tell you who told him. Tiara. It was Tiara.
Probably Tiara. It's probably Tiara.
Everybody, Stan. I'm with you. Let's go, Stan.
Hey, look, we can expose everybody. Burn the whole motherfucking house down first of all. And look, Tori, no shade to you, but I'm just saying there was some talk about it. So while we on the subject, why don't you go ahead and say your piece? Was you not dancing around the topic?
Oh shit!
I'm trying to think what she was talking about.
Oh my!
No,
you don't just open your DMs, open Instagram.
But okay, no. Where that came from was you talking on the show like you did now. How you just say like, yeah, I just show my dick. So I'm like, oh, he just be showing his dick to like anybody.
No, that's not what I said.
That is Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas. That is.
Yo, I don't just be doing that. No.
I'm not saying that you do, but that's just like how you just said, like with Naomi. Because I was gonna say that again. Forgetting that was the thing, but just like oh, it was just for like research purpose. It wasn't no sexual. So okay, so this nigga just be like everybody his dick. That's like my assumption.
So Torian was like, well, shit. Yeah.
No.
I never said like show me your dick. I'm just like, you be sharing it with everybody.
You danced around it. You danced around it.
Like you share it with everybody, share it with me.
Right.
No, because Torian.
Right. You fuck with all the homies. Don't skip me. Don't dance around it. So y'all not about to be coming on this show playing me. Y'all not gonna play me tonight because you know what?
Nobody
There
is
you go,
playing
man.
you.
Talk your shit. Defend yourself.
I'm gonna talk about
Nobody
this.
is playing you. You're trying to play all the black women.
No, I'm just saying. What I'm saying is it's not even black women, it's black men too. I got love for all my black people. It's Pride Month. I got love for everybody. So we're not gonna end this show thinking that I have some issue with black women. I don't. I'm just saying.
Yes, you do. You're mean. That's being mean. Because when you're saying,
I don't know what else I can do, Roy.
Stanley,
What else can I do?
If I was flirting, it was because I thought
Stanley.
she loved black women. Now I'm like,
Stanley.
Oh my God.
Stanley.
I don't know what else to do, Roy. What else do you
Stanley.
want from me?
Stanley.
I'm listening, Naomi.
Okay. He's like, this is shit I be talking about. So, but it's just like, I feel like what you're saying about black women is really mean. And as like a black woman, how do you expect me to feel?
Okay, let me lend you an olive branch here because I want us to be cool. So
now we never will, and that's on black women.
That's fine. You'll be in LA one of these days, and I'll just be around.
And
look. Aside from that, so what do you want us to do, right? How do you want us to feel? So I think sometimes the pain is a very good teacher, right? Because I'm pretty sure that at some point we all got a whooping, right? It's like, how do you want me to feel? Like I'm supposed to love my mama after that bitch hit me? Like it's not the case, but I'm just making it a point that hey, this is our observation, not mine. This is like observed across the world, right? Across the country, at least in America, right? This is observed. This is what's going on with y'all. You don't have to fight me on this issue. Now you could push back and say, not every case. Okay, I understand that, but to deny the facts is just delusional. But here's some things. I got some tips. Actually, I wrote these down because I was prepared.
You got tips?
I got tips. It's just a couple of tips. So one of the things that I feel like black women especially should do more. Okay, black women especially.
Hold on. How many tips do you got? Hold on.
Only 3. It's quick.
We got 3 tips for black women. Let's go. 3 tips.
Put them on a big screen.
One thing is, one thing that I feel like black women should do more of is cook for each other more often, okay? And meals made for 4 or more. This doesn't necessarily mean it has to be a girl's party.
We just watched Mo make a smorgasbord, but go ahead.
Oh no, I love that. And a lot of this stuff is not even directed towards Mo or Nate because we get that they're
I'm going in on Mo. Don't worry about it.
In general, I feel like look, hey, go hard. It was going in, and to my point that I think that women should definitely cook for people more often because it's a village. You need to really embrace your femininity, and part of that is taking care of the village. So it doesn't matter if it's all girls, all dudes. You got some friends. I feel like that should be like a weekly thing. It should be actually quite common for a black woman. Niggas will pitch in. Y'all throw me a dub. Because I know that's the first thing a lot of people be thinking that like, I'm about to feed all these niggas.
We're in inflation right now. Okay?
No, 100%. But we're gonna provide. People should provide, but I feel like black women especially need to be cooking more often for their village. Second is I feel like I don't need to see my black queens at bars or clubs unless you're celebrating or you actually go in there with the intent to mingle. Let me tell you why. Ooh. Now, in general, clubs are like associated with hip hop culture. I feel like clubs are a place where artists thrive, right? Especially in hip hop community. Especially cut his mic. You're crazy. Don't worry. I'll get on your ass. I'll get on your ass in a second. But let me finish.
We need that video where they're like, "Why would I listen to you?"
But let me finish. I'm not saying don't go. I'm saying don't go unless you're celebrating something. You're celebrating something, or you're going there specifically to mingle.
Cut his fucking mic.
We going
to fuck with some niggas tonight. That's why y'all should go. I'm just saying, if you're just going just because I'm going to turn up with my girls, that leads me to point number 1. Y'all need to be at home doing something else or doing something that's more conducive to being feminine. Y'all don't need to be out. If y'all not going to talk to niggas, don't say, "Oh, these niggas coming." If you're at the bar or the club, that's what you're there for, the mingle. So you should act like it and not be going out there rejecting niggas, being all rude and shit like niggas are wrong for come talk to you when you're out here in public. Third, y'all be on Instagram all motherfucking day. Instagram, Snapchat. I think that black women especially need to regularly consume content that is male-centered and male positive. Male-centered and male positive. I'm not saying you have to go and watch Kevin Samuels, RIP to the king, but you could go find some sort of content creator that is positive, that's speaking a positive light about the male experience, because I feel like a lot of the content that women, especially Black women, consume are very gynocentric. It's centered around the woman. It's centered around the woman's needs, and they keep constantly reinforcing this idea that you're independent. You don't need no nigga. I need more content to be consumed that's positive and it's shining a positive male light, that's male centered, that talks about the Black male experience, especially towards Black women. I think that there's plenty of content creators out there for it, and that's what y'all need to do. I think that will make for a more cohesive structure with the Black people, and it'll have y'all being less abrasive in these streets.
Okay,
And
what do you have for the men? So what do you have for the men? Because it's like you're coming at the Black women like these niggas out here are perfect. Because even if a nigga got his money right, so look, Stanley, so like you do got your money right, you coming right, and you have all these things on the face value, but still like you're still having this opinion of where like this is your view of Black women, right? And so like when it goes back into, because like what I've been saying is like the terms that you're saying, you're not the first person to say this, right? You're not the first person to label Black women as this, right? This has been a long-standing label that has been placed on Black women. Mm-hmm. And when you have certain prejudice, right, that's bias, right? So I'm saying these are the same things that get Black men killed by police. It's that little bit of bias. It's that lens that you're looking at the world through, like, oh, this is a Black woman, so you know this might be a little bit much more like she might be a little bit more aggressive, she might be a little bit more abrasive before you even have gone and talked. And like just the same way that people may have prejudged you, like, oh, this is how he's coming now, like it's probably going to be this and that. And then once people have a lens on you, you know, you get to make that, you're seeing that experience through that shit instead of just like kind of taking it in another way if you didn't have that lens.
Okay, let me address some of the things you said. First of all, you said the lens that gets Black people killed by police. Well, in fact, if we look at it by the numbers, white men are killed more by the police. So the police kill everybody, right? Okay, so
but they be way more justified. Have you seen shit the white people be doing?
I don't know. I'm not.
When they be
I don't. That debate is so deep and sensitive that I feel like it will take us off into a tangent. But I want to also go into what you said about that lens, right? That how Black women may be harder to approach. It's not that there's a predetermined lens, right? I feel like it's not a lens. It's like I mentioned this in the last show. If I'm outside, right, and I go and talk to 10 women and they all reject me, I'm not gonna get as far with the Black women. It's not a lens. It's not like I'm predetermined. It's like I'm outside. If I'm outside, I'm talking to everybody. Like especially Black women. Black women are fine. Y'all are bad as fuck. Especially talking to Black women. They be the baddest ones. I'm talking to everybody. But what I'm saying is that Black women usually are more abrasive. They cut that shit off. They dip in the butt. Like, no, you're not getting my number. Like, boy, you still here? At least if I were to talk to an Asian or Latina, like
mean, and I don't like when people are mean and ugly like that. And I feel like that could be hard, but
that's what I'm saying.
This is just the fuck.
I don't think that they're just walking down the street just mad as fuck. Like I don't think that Black women are just like walking down the street like, oh fuck everybody. Like I don't think that. I never said that. I never even alluded to that. But when we're talking about that first interaction, that first link up, it's usually a little more difficult to get to where you want to go when it's a Black woman. I'm just saying.
Where do you want to go?
Shit, we go back to the crib.
Let's go.
No, and look, so these are the type of questions a Black woman is gonna ask you. Because at the end of the day, like Black women know Black men.
But like the point,
I disagree with Stan's points.
Do you agree or disagree?
I honestly, look, and I'm feeling very.
How can you disagree with facts?
I don't even know how you look. Artificial intelligence, but it's given very much like don't talk.
Why
to
does
me.
it matter how you look?
It's given very much don't talk to me. So like maybe Stan might be right. I don't know. I'm sorry that it, but this is even but look, Stan never got this energy. So AI might be on some way even different shit. But it's giving, don't talk to me, please.
I'm just saying,
Okay,
I'm a bit. Oh, go ahead.
I don't know. I want to say this because I got maybe we getting close. We got maybe a couple more minutes. We're gonna wrap it up tonight. I just want to let everybody know next week, because this week, we've had a couple of weeks where we talked about, this kind of topic. But next week, I want to get into something that Mo brought up based on her trip over her birthday weekend, and Naomi was co-signing. So we want to make sure we get into that so that we have proper balance, right? We want to make sure that we have balance. We want to make sure we observe Ma'at on the show, because Mo was talking about, hey, these niggas in the club, these niggas when you go out, just like Stan was saying, like when you go out, have certain intentions. Mo was saying, when you go out, man, the way these niggas be hounding and don't want to leave you alone is a whole nother experience. So I want to make sure we talk about that with the ladies as well next week, because Mo had a lot to say about that. That like, it just ain't as simple as you come up to me, you approach me, I say, hey, you know what I'm saying? I talk to you a little bit, you know what I'm saying? And then we kind of move around. Mo is like, these dudes come up to you, buy you a drink, and they believe that until this club closes now, you're supposed to only talk to them, right?
They would literally follow you around the whole night.
So we want to make sure we get to that
alone.
next week.
Talk your shit. I can't speak on that.
But see,
if brothers are doing that, that's problematic.
Just putting a point to what we're going to talk about next week is that I feel like we're going to touch on this too, about how I feel like a lot of maybe the sane men don't understand the ones that are maybe not so sane that are out there. Because I feel like a lot of men think that shit don't be happening. That's not real. We've talked about this before, and I say it all the time, and we're going to touch on it next week. But whatever you think don't be happening, it happens all the time. And women do not make shit up all the time.
I'm not in a place to
Majority
disagree.
of the time, they're not making things up. So we're going to talk about that next week.
We'll get into it. Don't listen. If I'm nothing, I'll tell y'all this, man. You see what it says? It says Rolex risky, and then underneath it says what? Truth teller. That's all I'm into is the truth, right? So if I'm nothing, I'm fair. I can't just do one side, right? Because I think that what Stan is saying, I'm just gonna be, and listen again, once again for the peanut gallery. I'm married to a black woman, so, and no, she's, just for the record, no, she's not mixed. Because I'm like, oh, he married to a black woman, she must be mixed with something. No. She goddamn, you know what I'm saying? You mix that Negro with that Creole, get a Texas Bama, literally, right? So that's my wife, right? So no, it's not that. I'm just simply saying from an objective standpoint, standing back, looking at it, and just being objective, not being like overly culturally. I think sometimes, man, and I understand black culture. Nobody understands it more than me on this show. Trust me, I'm older than all y'all. So I understand the importance of black culture. But with that being said, I think sometimes we can be like so culturally sensitive sometimes to like certain stuff that like we don't necessarily look objectively at what's going on, right? So I'm just willing to step back and look objectively and say, man, I got Stan, a young brother, right, who's probably 10 years my junior, who's going out here. He's been doing his thing, moved to Cali, got a good job, you know what I'm saying, doing his thing with his daughter. Everything he's doing is the correct thing to do, right? If I was advising a young African-American woman his age, I'd be like, yo, Stan's a good dude. You know what I'm saying? With that being said, what he found in, when he was moving around was something other than a black woman. The vibe was there. See, I think this is my only rebuttal to everything, right? And I think this is where me and Naomi maybe, because other than that, I kind of agree with Naomi too. But like, this is where me and Naomi kind of disagree at, and we separate. Because my thought process is, if Stan was looking, it wasn't popping off, and just by happenstance, he found somebody else, right? And shit is now popping off and it's going good. Man, that doesn't mean that anything negative about Stan. It just means that like he happened to find somebody else and it's going good. Now, if you want to make the point that, now here's where I will disagree with you a little bit, Stan. If Naomi wants to make the point, right, that Stan, now that you're dating a non-black woman, some of those black views, you might need to be silent on those, right? Because you're not in these black spaces no more. I might agree with Naomi on that, right? And be like, you know what?
Say your piece.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're not dating, or if you're not, like, I always said this, man. If it's, you know, once it comes to certain conversations, right? What's the dude that with all the money? Byron Allen. Byron Allen, I think he's a rider for black culture. I think he does a lot of good stuff. But Byron Allen is married to a white woman. So with certain conversations where we probably don't need to hear from Byron Allen on, right? and I think that's okay to not hear from Byron Allen on those conversations, right? So, you know, I'm just gonna say there's that perspective. But hold on, I don't want nobody to jump in. I got a video I want to play. God damn it, fuck all y'all right now. I'm running the show. I want to play this because I want to because I want to ask Torian about the plight of goddamn what's going on. Because I'm confused about what the hell is going on out here in these streets. And I saw this, Torian, and I was confused because I don't know what the plight is or what the situation is, right? But here's what I saw, Torian, right? Now, I don't know if this person is in the community or not. Maybe they playing with the community. I don't know, right? But this is allegedly this person, should I say throwing ass? Trying to throw ass? I'm confused. I wasn't looking at hard.
Now you really got to play the video. Now you really got to play that motherfucker. Yeah. Hey.
I know.
Whoa. That's not what I'm
But the setup was he got a live audience right now, and he was like playing up to his audience. So here we go. And listen to the audio because apparently, allegedly, right, this is his dad in the background coming in.
Let's go, chat. Let's go. What are you doing? What are you doing? This that shit, man. What are you doing? Let's go, chat. Let's go. What are you doing?
You like shit. I'm trying to get us out the hood. If you leave me the fuck alone.
Out the hood is crazy.
Look at the dog.
Bro, holy.
I'm trying to get us out the hood.
I didn't even
I'm trying to
notice
get the chat jumping so they start sending me some damn money.
No, that's what
that little shit was tooting a little bit. That little shit was tooting. I said, hello. Hello, bro. Shit clapping.
Oh, that's all he said. No, he was definitely on that. God. That's what a lot of these streamers be on, is that like silly shit. You know, well, to me, I call it gay baiting. That's what a lot of them be doing.
Hold on, what do you call it?
Gay baiting.
Oh my god.
Gay baiting?
Yeah.
Like masturbating?
Okay, got you.
No, they be trying to appease to like they know the gay niggas gonna spend money. You know, gay men gonna be spending money on them doing it. So that's what they be doing, like appeasing to that shit. Cause that's a lot of these videos be doing that shit now, and I'm like, what is going on? Like, when did this become like so like normalized? You know, like we always see a lot of people always for our community, I should say, like black people, it's just like, oh, that's some gay shit. I don't want to be around no gay shit. That's, you know, anything, all this shit is gay, you know. But then when it comes to like streaming wise, it's just like, oh, this is so funny. I love this shit. Like, do that shit again. Like, but like in real life, y'all be talking about niggas who be doing shit like that, or gay niggas. Like, that shit gay. I don't want no nigga doing that shit. But then
that's because them niggas be DL.
Yeah,
just gay for pay a little bit. They're like, oh, it's just something on camera.
And I mean,
hey, look what the money make a bitch do.
Well, hey, shit, hey. I ain't gonna lie, cuz thing was tooting a little bit. I said,
oh, but Stanley, okay. So I wanted to talk to you about your tips. I wanted to say about your tips that you had. So the first one was cool.
Oh, yeah, let's put his tips.
Yeah. And then remind me, what were the other two? Because I know that first one was like cook more for your friends, family, community, etc. What was your other tips to Black women?
Black women, I feel like unless they're specifically going to celebrate or mingle with the opposite
don't be
sex.
at the club. I'm like, dang, just
stop
give
going
it
to the
fast,
club and get your ass off Instagram. Basically, what he said.
Right. Social media.
I didn't say get off Instagram.
No, and I
said
feel like that's valid.
balance.
Sit down somewhere.
I'm just saying balance the media you consume. If you only listen to Sexy Red and Glorilla and it's always that shit, then balance it out with some positive male centered content as well, because that shit really plays a big role. Motherfuckers on their phone, check your screen time. It's hours in that motherfucker. So let's just be balanced.
I definitely don't like Sexy Red. Like even when she did that song like "Fuck Your Baby Dad" or "Fuck My Baby Dad," I was like,
which is crazy.
Like why would people?
Fuck my baby dad.
Crazy.
Fuck my baby dad. Fuck the baby dad.
That's
not like
horrible messaging.
If your baby daddy ain't shit, then you can say that shit. If your baby daddy shit, you don't be saying that. But that's like the motherfuckers can say.
No, but it's just like I just feel like if your baby daddy ain't shit, you ain't shit either. So I don't know, like don't tell nobody. Like don't be yelling about this shit.
It's
I'm just saying,
she could be
look,
not shit, but it still might be fuck her baby dad.
This is crazy because the girl that I actually sent Nay a picture of this girl, right? This is a girl I always refer back to because it was the most recent beautiful black queen I was talking to. She posted a picture today, it made me sick to my stomach. She posted a picture of a gift, looked like it was a Cartier bag and some roses, and it said, "You got to show me, not tell me." I said, this is the shit I be talking about, because there's nothing on Cartier's website that's like beneath like at least $500. You at least like bare minimum is probably like a rack down there. That's just crazy to think that that's the level that you have to be at to even be in cahoots with this woman who, by very much my standard, is like slightly above average looking woman. You know what I mean? I just feel like that doesn't really happen.
So what you got to hold on when you say slightly, you say 6.5, 7. What you saying?
I would say when she's done up, she probably like a 7, 8. Like, but when she's like really on that shit, she could be up there. She could be like 8, like a smooth solid 8. But when you get to 9s and 10s, now we're talking celebrities. So I would never give her that.
You get on Kevin Samuel shit though, because Kevin Samuel said that Beyonce's an 8 and Kelly Rowland's a 9.
But so she is as beautiful as them, though. I ain't gonna lie. She is. I personally think she is. I ain't never seen
her. So talk your shit. I ain't never seen her. I'm just telling you what Kevin Samuel say.
I'll send pictures of it. I'm just saying,
Yeah, send that shit so I can see her. I'll let you know. God damn it.
I'm like, send it again, because I still never even went back and looked to see.
She is. The only thing is she was a dancer too, so it's like, like maybe I have a thing for dance. I spent a lot of time in the strip club, to be honest.
Hold on. Before you go, Naomi, can I ask you, Stan?
Please, not you. Can I ask you, Stan? In the street and trying to talk about,
because the one Hispanic chick that I talked to, like when I was an adult, she was a dancer too. Right? And
oh my God, they're tricking y'all.
Artificial, yeah, that's funny.
We're trauma.
Okay,
hey, we're trauma.
Hold on, because I got some more shit. I will expose every fucking body. Don't forget, my background is canceled. I don't even fuck, because there's some people I will cancel.
But hold on,
right
and
now.
also what's
so
funny
with me.
about
what's going
this
on right now, Tor? I mean,
what is so funny about this Stanley with your Pisces ass? Like my old Pisces thing is my favorite Pisces. Yeah, it's crazy, and I've been wanting a Pisces man. Maybe I should have gave you a try.
No, you don't.
I do.
Mom said no.
Crazy. I'm like, I know they feel a little crazy.
You really should have, honestly. You never know.
My old Pisces nigga called me like maybe in like February or some shit, or March, and I ain't talked to this nigga. He ain't lived in the city in a minute. Well, first he actually visited me in the dream realm to tell me this nigga was in town.
Oh, so you dreaming about niggas? Okay, go ahead.
I never dream about him.
Don't think a nigga don't know how to astral project, nigga. I'll pop up in
I'm
that
like, and Pisces are like that. Pisces are fucking like
Hold
that.
on, so this nigga
hit me up in the dream, Roy. Like I ain't talked to this nigga. Like we sporadic, but this was like my favorite dick, right? So this was like my nigga. I fucked with him the long way.
Shit.
Like I love that nigga. And
shit.
You love everybody.
But he hit me up in a dream. I do love everybody. I love my boyfriends. But yeah, so
why is Mo folding towels now? What is happening, Mo? The fuck is Mo? I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Grown
Naomi. I'm
ass
sorry. Go ahead.
woman.
Let's get Mo out of the middle because she's very distracting. Go ahead,
Nate,
Naomi. God
check
damn.
your phone,
No,
Naomi,
but
by the
yeah,
way.
but then so like, but when this nigga was calling me, he was like calling me out for like all the shit I did to him. Like I'm like, what the fuck? This shit happened like years ago, and he was just like, yeah, this is what you. I'm like, what? I barely
Don't think we
remember
forgot.
shit.
We got the receipts,
So
gang.
I'm like, I'm sorry for like, nigga, I don't remember those years, but obviously I did niggas wrong, and I apologize. But you know, I'm just getting y'all back for what Bobby did to Whitney. So,
but no, I'm just saying though, like I wanted to say though to Stan though, because that's the one chick that I dated, a Hispanic chick. She was a dancer and she was cool to the motherfucker. I ain't gonna stunt to you. Super cool.
They be cool.
You know
They
what
be
I'm saying?
cool. I feel like they're the most down to earth people.
It ended up not necessarily. When I say it didn't work out, it wasn't anything that she did, right? It was just like Papa John said, I found a better pizza, right? I just found, you know what I'm saying? I just found something better out there for me. You know what I'm saying? That old flame came back from back in the day. You know what I'm saying? And it just was what it was. But like, it wasn't anything I can say that like she did necessarily, right? She was super cool. Let me ask you this, Stan. Before dating her, what did you think about dating dancers?
Well, personally, I never thought that I would take one too serious. I think that before I dated my current girlfriend, I was actually talking to another dancer. I just be in a club a lot. You feel me?
I'm
But
in love with a stripper.
but I think that she kind of opened my eyes
Hold
to the
on.
reality
This nigga
of.
said Stan lost all credibility. Damn, how?
That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's artificial anyway. But look, she kind of made me hip to the fact that like, hey, look how much like I'm doing it for the money. This is like a good job, and it's just like if you're looking at it from their perspective, it's like there's no other job that I'm about to get that's gonna net me 6 figures and still allow me to do the shit that I want to do. This job affords me the lifestyle that I live. Like she was very down to earth girl. She was beautiful beyond like, you know, most regular people's standards. And I think that kind of made me hip to it because it's like, let's look at the economy, bro. Like you're not getting a 6-figure job where you can work whatever the fuck you want unless you have like a PhD. Like you're just not, right? So that kind of made me hip to it. And it also just like by spending time in the club, like, man, these dancers don't be fucking with these niggas. Like it's not like they just be like it fucking and shit. They just they go in.
Right.
Yeah, they go in, they shake a little ass. People want to flex in the club, thinking they cool and shit. And them bitches be robbing them niggas. Like, yeah, throw all that money, you weird ass nigga. Like, they do not fuck with them. So that kind of made me hip to it. You feel me? But on the outside looking in, I was like, hell, I never did no shiver. Like, my girl would never show her ass in no club or nothing like that.
I ain't gonna lie, artificial going in. He said, bro, don't tell me you giving. He said, don't tell me you giving all this advice to black women, yet you out here talking to strip. You out here taking strippers seriously.
Hold on. Naomi, did you check your phone? Did you check your Instagram?
She on her phone.
Oh, you using your phone? So look, I'm gonna say this.
I disagree with that. Hold on, Stan. I'm gonna defend you a little bit, Stan. I disagree with that because I dated a dancer, right? And I ain't gonna lie, it was weird for the first month. I ain't gonna lie, it was weird as shit that I was like going up there and picking her up.
It's a learning curve.
When I was going up there to pick her up for the first month, she was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call. Yeah, when I get off, I'm gonna call you, come pick me up. Cause I'm a late night nigga anyway. I don't go to sleep. Mo's the biggest OG on the show. Everybody who's been on the show knows I don't fucking sleep. Right, like I'm just a nigga that's up all goddamn night, right? So anyway,
until it's time to pull up.
He said y'all trauma bonding. That's crazy.
No, Mo knows, nigga. Mo has had to be like, Mo done got drunk down the street, be like, hey, like yeah, nigga, like my door's open, just come through, right? Like I'm up all the goddamn time, right? So I say that to say that like it was like, yo, okay, the first month it was weird that I'm pulling up to the strip club at like 2:30, 3 in the morning to pick her up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is some wild shit. Like in my brain, I'm trying to like, and then after a while, like to Stan's point, now all of a sudden, it's like, instead of coming through there at like 3, I'm pulling up at like 1 o'clock because I'm going to go kick it for like an hour, right? maybe get a drink, chill in the back. You know what I'm saying? Now I know some of the girls that work there. You know what I'm saying? It was like, it was a weird, like, it does sound weird at first, but like after a minute, bro, after a minute, what you really find out is what Stan said, is that like, I'm not saying it's not women in that bitch that's not fucking. Shout out to Pimp C. Pimp C said trash like the fuck for $40 in the club, right?
Mm-hmm.
They fucking up the game, they gets no love. So I'm with Pimp C. I'm not saying that don't happen. But to Stan's point as well, it's a lot of girls that go in there, play the game, do what they got to do, and they go home. It's just that simple. Now, what they do when they at home, if they got some niggas that they hit up and, you know what I'm saying, that's their own business, right?
But me and my shorty live together, so it's like, I am the nigga at home.
Right. So that makes it that's what I was saying. It was way different. Like, I know ain't shit going on. I'm like, I know ain't shit going on. You did?
I'm a regular at that club. And yeah, like just like you said, like when I wasn't going as routinely, you know what I'm saying? I kind of felt that way because I'm like, nah, strip. Like I had this idea of what strippers should be. You know what I'm saying? I'm an open-minded guy. You know what I'm saying? I'm very open-minded. I can see a lot of different things, a lot of people. I can see a lot of different perspectives and really like be in tune with that shit. You feel me? So like, yeah, like to artificial intelligence's point, it's just like I get it. You know, they throwing ass, but like. First of all, it's not like they can like be throwing pussy. Like they have to wear a certain attire. There's rules and regulations, first of all, but you know, it's neither here nor there. But yeah, like once I kind of started becoming a regular in the club and I already had friends there and shit, like, and my girl is not even the first girl that I talked to in that club. I kind of just became like a family, and I realized that these bitches just at work. Like, it's
you say he became family?
I became family, bro. Like, if you look on my Instagram, you saw that shit was on the boat. They all strippers, bro. Like, that's the team, that's the crew. Like. Like they just be at work, like they're showgirls.
Strippers be super fucking cool, bro.
They cool, bro. They cool because they have a lot of free time. They can like really. I feel like dancers, or it's not even just dancers, but anybody who can just work when they want and make that kind of money is really in tune with themselves because they really do what they want to do. They go to work for a couple hours, they make their little bag, but all the rest of this shit is like you don't have to study, you don't need a license, you don't have to be anything that you don't want to be. You can just be whoever the fuck you want, whenever the fuck you want. The only downside is it's a clock on that shit, you know. Because
can I ask you a question, Stan?
Yeah,
your lady, how much of her job, maybe none, right? But I experienced something different. So let me know if this is true for her. How much does she say like a part of her job is that like she got regulars that just want to come in and just like talk?
Shit, that's probably most of it is regulars. Most of it is just like routine. Like for people to go into the club, they might spend. It's crazy because in their mind, right, in the regulars' minds, it's like I just go in, I spend like $40-$50. They might get a little tipsy one night. They spend like $50-$60. But if you have 5 to 8 regulars on top of the tips that you get from people throwing you money on stage, like you are on average, without even really lifting a finger, you're coming back with $400-$500 a night. And I mean, I think 6 figures is somewhere at the 300 mark. So it's like, yeah, I just feel like being in it is different.
Shout out to Dream.
Right.
Dream's 100% right. Not debunking the stereotype of strippers, but not debunking the stereotype of black women.
Hey, look.
That is fucking
The black woman was a stripper. Hey, the black woman was a stripper. What you mean?
Oh,
the black woman was a stripper. What are you talking about? Let me show.
Dan, what are you talking about?
Right,
She said not debunking the stereotypes of strippers, but she said not. She said, let me see.
I apologize,
not debunking the stereotypes for strippers, but not debunking the stereotype for black women, just like as a black woman would say. But the girl I was originally dating was a stripper and she was black. So
right.
So we're on an even playing field. What you mean? You can't say for strippers and black women, it's the same shit. It's the same. But like the stripper was black.
But like,
not the point. The point
you know
is
what's
you're not
funny though,
debunking
Stan?
the stereotypes for black women.
But like, hold on though, Mo. Stan's point was though, right? That like approaching black women is very difficult. It's not hard approaching the stripper, right? They're super welcoming, right? They're like, hey,
for the most part. Hey, look. She said, "Was she aggressive?" All right, are we? Is this the part of the show where we respond to the chat? Because I'm really all for it. I'm really down to clap back at some of y'all.
We always respond to the chat.
Oh, okay,
We
cool. I didn't want to
always
just
say,
be. I ain't want to just be going at the chat while we in the middle of the show and shit. But
Nah,
first of all,
you?
So first of all, was she aggressive? Yes, and a lot of the strippers in the club, especially black ones, are the most aggressive ones. So we could go there.
What up, Grand?
Straight out work.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. That's my man, Grand. No, go ahead.
Oh, hey,
pause.
shit, hey,
Not
what up,
my man
Grand?
like that. Pause. Shit.
But yeah, like the stereotype about black women being more aggressive. I keep saying this. I love black women. That's like my go-to. Like Roy said, like I said, it just so happened it worked out with somebody different. This is not nothing new. I keep saying this. But if we want to compare, you got to compare apples to apples. You can't compare strippers to black women. You got to compare apples to apples. Let's compare two strippers, one that's black and one that's Latino. It's the same shit. Black women just tend to be more aggressive. It's not a bad thing. Sometimes they got shit going on. They got shit to take care of. They got kids. They got whatever's stressing them out. That's just how they handle it. And it is what it is. What's the difference in their aggressiveness? I would say this, like,
there you go.
No, I'm like, what do you even mean by aggressive? Like, she just said something mean or something.
So
what's aggressive?
So do we really want to go down this rabbit hole?
Of aggressive.
Of aggressive, I think aggressive is being in fight. It's being like the actual definition. Like Google it.
I want the actual definition. Torian, get the actual definition, and then you say what you were gonna say.
Who the hell made Torian the definition getting person? That nigga be grabbing the wrong
Torian
stuff.
is social media. He's literally our
got it right here, Roy.
He is a social media person.
Why you opposing, Roy?
I'm sorry, Torian. You are a social
job.
media person, Torian. I'm sorry. There you go. Aggressive.
Oh, by the way, Nate, did you see what I sent you?
No, I didn't. What'd you say?
See how much y'all can see.
I can't see
I
that.
DM'd
Read
it to
that.
you.
Read
I
that.
DM'd it to you,
Read
and
that, Torian.
I
I
encourage
went
you
to
to
go open it, but it was like go into the Reddit app because it's mature, and I was like, "What the fuck?" My friend be sending me such crazy shit. I'd be like so scared to open shit.
I encourage you to go ahead and follow the steps you need to see what I sent you.
Why? It's just dick.
It's not that it's just dick. It's just not as just dick, but what I need from everybody is consistency. So if y'all gonna say some shit about me, make sure that y'all are consistent with who y'all saying that shit about, because let's just be real. I just need you to see what I sent you. I encourage you to go through the steps and make sure you be consistent. Because I know for a fact that a lot of y'all consider that man y'all's king. And not that I have beef with the guy. I love him to death, but I know we had a little falling out before because of some of the shit he was saying, and I was already knowing what was going on because, you know, me, I know everything. And I'm like, nigga, like the way that
are you talking about?
Right, what are we talking about?
I already told you, and I encourage you to look at the video.
Oh my god, my phone's about to die.
So we can talk about it next week, but I just want to say that be consistent with y'all shit, because a lot of people that know me, sometimes they discredit me because of some of the shit I do, but let's keep it real. I got some nice accolades, but let's get back to this real quick. So,
okay,
what's it?
Aggressive.
So, ready or likely to attack or confront, characterized by or resulting from aggression, right? And I think that is sort of the
ready or likely to attack or confront.
Yes, like combative. So you could let a man down eloquently or a lady like. You don't have to be like you about to whoop my ass. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to be aggressive with the way you let a nigga down. You feel me? And I feel like not all women are aggressive, right? Women in general are not really aggressive because they're women. You know, they're more likely to be feminine. They're less likely to be quote unquote aggressive. But the point I was trying to make is if we're comparing races, right? If we compare an Asian woman to a black woman, right? It would almost be delusional to say in America that if you approach an Asian woman, she would reject you more aggressively, more ready to attack or confront you than a black woman. That would just be delusional. Am I crazy for saying that?
I think you.
And I wish I knew these type of bitches. I'm like, I only know niggas. I don't know what they would be on, truthfully, because I'm
that's
like,
crazy.
and would it just be like that towards black men, or would they feel more comfortable like turning down white men if they're
Doesn't
white,
matter.
or
It's
like
I feel like
Asian?
it's not about the guy who approaches. It's about them in general. Like this is from observation. Even people that I'm just observing. I'm just in the club. I'm just like in the bar. I'm at the library, whatever. Like I've seen men, because to most point, Mo not here, but men are gonna approach, right? They're gonna apply pressure. That's what men do. You know, they make the first move. So
Right.
it would be crazy to not have ever seen a man be rejected. So I'm saying that of those rejections, the black women tend to be a little more aggressive and they shut shit down. They don't allow things to blossom. That's what I was saying.
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And
so
and
are you
so I
just
can
saying?
understand that, because when it comes to my friends, I would have to say like I'm the most friendliest one of my friends. Like I've definitely seen my friends like shut a nigga down, like just clear it right then and there. Whereas like I'll play with niggas, but you see, as to your point, like here I was being friendly and shit, and like it was perceived as two different things. So like damn, I'm being nice, I'm being open, I'm being like friendly, even though I know like so like is it better to
Yeah.
just shut it down from the beginning? But I guess
We might.
people can always be kind, or more cordial. But like I said, I'm very like
They could be
polite,
how
so
you were.
I always let niggas like shoot their shot. Like I bet most niggas probably like walk away from me thinking like they have an actual chance. Like that's how niggas feel like after they leave my presence, and like I've let them shoot their shot, and I'm a
That's not a
cool ass
bad thing.
person.
Niggas might double back, next week, a couple weeks later, they might see you again. And
No, and I'm like, who?
right, and it could be, but that's
No,
what I'm
because they'll
saying.
be texting. I'll get so many texts the next day. Like they really thought I was gonna text them back. That's
Yes.
crazy.
Which is
They
which is which is fine to reject them, right? You don't have to give out your number, but like how you are, a lot of
I
black
do
women
give
are
out.
not there. A lot of black women are not like that. They never even get to men don't even get to that point, right? So I'm not saying that any of those guys had a chance, right? But what I am saying is maybe one of them dudes could double back. Maybe he leveled his shit up. He got your number because y'all was able to chop it up, mingle, have a conversation. It didn't lead to nothing, but maybe nigga could double back in a couple of weeks, couple months, couple years. You know what I'm saying? The door is open, but for a lot of black women, it's just not. The door is shut.
I have
The
a
door is
question.
slammed shut, by
I
the
have a
way.
question.
I gotta
I
say,
have an
wait.
honest question. Honest question. Last question I think I have for the night.
And I got one too.
Does this feeling of expecting or just feeling that women have to respond a certain ways, it's not a level of certain type of entitlement that men have about women? Because just the fact that you feel like women should be, whether it's black women or not, to let me down gently, to be not so aggressive, like is this not rooted in the entitlement that men be having, that women should just be acting a certain way towards them because y'all are men, because y'all expect something from these women? Like I don't think that that's something you should necessarily take personally at the end of the
I would,
day, because
I
it's
would,
like
I would say
I feel
that
like that
if
it's
my
sounding a bit
position,
entitled to me.
if my
It's
position,
sounding like the ones who, feel like they have to tell a woman to smile just because she's not smiling in their presence. Like I don't like that shit personally. Because first of all, don't
no,
tell me
that's
what to
not it.
do.
That's not
And
it.
no,
That's
that's
not
what
it.
it's giving.
Well, I
That's what
want
it's
to
Because
add to
giving.
that.
my position is not even that it's only black women, but my position is that if I were to compare the races, black women are higher on that scale. I feel like they're more likely to do some shit like that. I'm not saying that. There's crazy Latinas out there. I'm not saying that there's not crazy Latinas. Lionel and I had a back and forth about this last week. How he said some Latinas was being racist, they was being crazy. It was the scariest shit he ever experienced. Something along to the effect of that. I'm not saying that other women can't do these things, but I'm saying that if it were a scale, and this is not even my scale, this is Pew Research. You can look it up. Black women are the highest up on there. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that they're the only ones who are aggressive, but they are the most aggressive. That's what I'm saying. So to respond to your saying, is it an entitlement? No, like I feel like it's a numbers game. It's a numbers game. If I go and talk to 10 women, I've said this already 5 times already, but if I go to talk to 10 women and they all reject me, I still have a better chance with the women who are not black, because the women who are black tend to be more aggressive. Okay, we need more.
So
we need more clarity on your word choice.
I'm
fucking what? I'm eloquent as fuck.
Damn, hold on. The whole chat turned on you now, Stan.
Further this study.
Shout out. This is propaganda right here. This is how easily you can sway a mind.
Latina, so now you see the propaganda. You can only see the propaganda for the non-blacks. It's crazy.
What is the only what? So this word only is like that's a huge word saying only because it's like I never
Did you see the propaganda before? Do you see the propaganda of you calling black women aggressive, more masculine?
It's not propaganda. That's not propaganda. That's not propaganda. Propaganda is
like the white
misconstruing.
person that made it.
It's misconstruing my point. I never said that they were the only ones. Like, oh, all these other women out here are just so beautiful and
women
feminine.
Are the most aggressive, most masculine. We're going back to the first thing you said originally.
They are. They are.
According to like your research, but also, are you only saying they're
Pew research, not my research.
in all this in like the dating scene, like, or are you saying all interactions?
So in the context of the beginning phases of dating, in the context of the first from the first meet to the end of the first date, and we're only dealing with women who are rejecting these men, because if a dude goes up to a girl and
she only takes they're only this way in talking to talk, but not just like if you're at the grocery store.
It's aggressive. You can't relate.
And I never told y'all my results on my fucking quiz, but it was basically I did a poll asking if black women are more unapproachable.
Oh yeah.
I was like, yes, no, and I put sometimes. So Torian was the only one who clicked yes. He said
it was on accident.
No, it wasn't no accident.
No,
it was a Freudian slip.
No, but
Freudian slip.
With the rest of the results, it was 78% for nah, and these are black men, and 2 of them was, the guys that I like, and the other one was 22%.
That's a great quiz,
and that was for sometimes.
That's a great quiz, but that doesn't really address what we were talking about. And don't get me wrong, I'm glad you got that data, but nobody ever said that black women were unapproachable. I never said that. The point I was trying to make is that the door is shut, closed, it's slammed, closed, right? This is the whole point I was trying to make, is that why black women are less likely to be in these relationships, right? Why they think dating is less casual, why they're less likely to be married, right? Is there a little more? They have some of these qualities that don't lead to long-lasting relationships. And that starts from the first link to the first date. That has nothing to do with being unapproachable. You can approach 1,000 women, they all approachable, but are black women more aggressive than other races is the question. That's what you should have put in your poll.
I'll do that next. I'll do that next. And so then it will go like, are black men the most aggressive of all races? And people would say yes. And so it will go to say like, maybe black people are just more aggressive. And so, but
what's wrong with that?
Ain't you built for it? Is you built for it or not? So at the end of the day,
do I built for it as in you want to date it, or built for it like
built for it as you can be, like you can be with a black woman, like, because I feel like it's all about you. If you can't make a black woman listen to you, I don't know what to tell you, but I feel like loads of men
make a black woman listen is crazy.
We might have another show, Naomi, because
have been able to curate.
I think we're gonna have another show later down the line, because you just said something very important. You said maybe you need to. Can you make a black woman listen to you? Right?
Make a black woman listen is crazy.
I'm gonna end on this, and we'll go to next week. We got another topic next week talking about dudes who chase women around the club. But to Naomi's point, maybe you're a guy out there who doesn't want to have to make somebody listen to you, right? That's just food for thought.
I mean, but at the end of the day, that's when, like, to expect a grown ass person to listen to you is crazy. I mean, like, shit, I be wanting my son to listen to me, and he still don't be doing that shit. And honestly, I always have problems with that shit. So it's just at the end of the day, like, of course, there should be a basic. So I don't know, like, and y'all always pull up the Bible, and I don't know, but at the end of the day, so when it comes to like, okay, when I think of my man, and like the love and the respect that I have for this man, naturally, I'm gonna listen to him, right? Just as I also feel that he will listen to me, and he doesn't can listen to me because he loves and respects me as well. And that shit isn't just and I don't know if I necessarily like the term for submit. I think I prefer like surrender, like when it comes to
you see,
to the dynamic.
You want to make your own definitions in terms of.
That's his better word choice.
But I mean, when it comes to relationship,
surrender,
it's all
I don't
gonna
know.
come together. So I feel like it's surrender for me because it recognizes that I do have power. It's not just like, oh, I'm under you, I'm some fucking peon, and like
that's the way you.
And I'm stepping. Yeah, it is the way, because that's the way it comes off, right? Because that's the way, and it may not
internalizing it though.
And it may not, and I feel like I am generalizing it, just as men are generalizing that black women can't submit, which is just like simply not the case. Because I've definitely seen black women like submit to bullshit, like, and it be bullshit. So it's just like, if you are truly showing up as the man, like, baby, and when I'm talking about showing up as the man. Showing up as the man in 2024, like, what are your preparations, right? Like, what is your preparation? I need men that know how to fucking slaughter animals. I'm not gonna lie. I need you to know how to fucking like build shit. Like, I need you to know how to use a gun. I need you to know, like, you got to be on your martial arts. Like, baby, you got to be spiritually. So it's just like, how would you really have to be coming as a man? And I'm not speaking for all women, right? It's all levels to this shit. So I just feel like if you're looking for something, if you're coming with this energy, like, I am somebody that you need to submit to, I am somebody that can lead you forward. You know what's popping off in the world right now, baby? We're at war. Are you ready to die about this shit? That's how the men gonna have to be coming in. They're gonna have to be on that warrior shit if you really want to be on that warrior shit. If you really want to be on that man shit, right? If you really want your woman to be on this, okay, then I know he got it. I can step back. I can be soft. I can take care of home. I can take care of the kids. I can handle this shit. And I could give him the guidance and the intuition when he asks for it and need it. Period. Shout out to you, Gran. So I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna come with that energy,
couldn't even black.
But and I think I said that on the last show. I think I said that on the last show, is that, like, I know how energetics work. Like, I know how attraction works. So if you're just on this level, like, you're not even really there. You're not even on your king shit to be like wanting to say, hey, I can be on it. So it's like, how?
Okay, I'll end on this.
How I'm gonna submit to the jester?
I think Stan's point though, Naomi, is that, like, a lot of times you never even get to that, like, the stages that you're talking about. We don't, like, Stan's point is
sometimes, look, and I'm gonna tell you just like this.
And that's because Nate, all that shit she explained is in her mind. So when a nigga come up to her and she already has this envision in her mind, nigga, get the fuck back. You can't even kill a horse, nigga. Bye. That's how we be.
No,
we never even get there.
But hold on. Because
nigga can't kill a hog. Fuck that nigga.
I would never, as long as you're down to be on that shit. Because even Stanley,
do you have a gun?
No, Stanley. Because look, and this how I'm gonna know. This is why it didn't work out. Because you're not on where I'm at, right? Because when I was talking about black men ever, it couldn't have ever like resonated, because when I was saying black men need to get back into farming, you was like, they trying to put us back on the plantation, like, okay.
She literally said niggas need to get back on that field. I said, not they trying to put us back on the plantation. Come on, man. With a picture of the farm.
All I said is that it's time for black men to get back into nature. It's time for Black men to get back into nature and working with the earth, and especially like at times like this, and that's something that slavery like fucked up, right? It fucked up our connection with the planet, our natural. But this, I could go on a whole tangent.
That's a great point, though, Naomi. I think that's a good stopping point. Shout out for Stan for coming through, man, and kicking it with us tonight, man. Maybe he'll be back next week to kick it with us again, man. I want to talk about this whole scenario of Black men chasing women around the club. God damn it, because I think
I gotta hear from Mo. Mo is eating, and she was tapped in with her shit. I really wanted to hear from. I wanted to hear about that when you first brought it up.
Yeah, so I want to get into that.
Cut off by Roy, so I can't never get cut off.
Mo talking shit now.
Right.
He told me I wasn't talking enough.
Here's what I'm gonna tell y'all.
I'm talking too much. Shit.
I was sat for it.
To Stan's point, I like Mo's come to my house and eating barbecue that I cooked before. I ain't never ate shit that Mo cooked before, but that's just the Stan's point. But anyway, let's go.
Right, I'm gonna need you to shut the hell up. Like you really be down to pull up anywhere.
I was just saying.
We was talking about Roy, where you at? Radio silence the next day.
I don't be on that. It's a lot of bullshit going on the east side. I ain't got that kind of
people fed. Keep y'all people fed.
Anyway, shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for kicking it with us tonight, man. It was a long show. Thank y'all, man. It was an informative show. I hope y'all took something from it. We're going to make sure we make clips of this show and put it out, man. There's a lot of good stuff here, a lot of back and forth. Thank everybody for sharing the perspective. Thanks, Stan, for coming on, sharing his perspective on this. Obviously, the situation with him and Naomi is funny as hell. Shout out to Mo, as always, man, for pulling up. Torian was asleep before the show. He been here. Lionel is out traveling, y'all, so he couldn't be on here like he wanted to be. I know that Lionel is upset.
He would have had some shit
here.
No, I'm sad that he wasn't here.
I know Lionel is.
He would have had some shit
in the car right now.
He would have been on my ass.
Maybe Stanley would have actually heard something because he's not.
I heard. I'm listening.
No, I'm a woman. He's not listening to me.
Yeah,
I am listening to you.
So I'm gonna say this.
Thank you. I'm listening.
I just feel like we're gonna have to bring this.
You know I fuck with you.
We're gonna have to bring this convo back in a couple of weeks because Lionel's definitely gonna want to put his 2 cents in. So we appreciate that. So shout out to everybody, man. Thank y'all for joining us. I gotta do it one more time because we in Pride Month and we gonna make sure in Pride Month, goddamn it, that nobody's off the hook. That we gonna talk about these pride relationships. We talk about men and women a lot and what goes on, but it's a lot that goes on in the LGBTQIA plus community as well. So we'll end with Ray J. We out. Peace, y'all.
That is Gay Pride Month. Shout out to all my gay niggas. That is Gay Pride Month.